Champions is pumping.
Yeah.
Tonight's game will be
Perfect.
brought to you by interpretive dance.
Oh wait, I heard
They
I
say
heard
sound.
sound.
They say yay
Wait.
sound.
Yay,
They
We
sound.
can
say
hear
yay
now.
sound.
They can hear us now.
Hey.
Yay for fixing.
Sound.
y'all.
What'd you
Right.
do?
Yeah.
He turned
Good
it off
job.
and turned it back on
He's
again.
a genius. Way to
In-
go.
Loud noises.
That is why I'm
He
no
blew
longer
into the
allowed.
cartridge.
That's why I'm no longer allowed to visit Nebraska. That's it. That was the story.
Weird.
Yeah.
A well-deserved ban, honestly.
People would have heard that, and they would have.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you shared that with us. That's
True.
really that's going to change my life. That motivational.
I'll never confess in public though. Yeah.
If only
No,
they could have heard it. Anyway,
Mhm.
That's
hi.
going in the memoirs.
We're trying this again. Welcome to another episode of the Gaxx Pack, a Dungeons and Dragons game. Hi, I'm Jason Charles Miller. I am going to be your dungeon master this evening. This is an ongoing Dungeons and Dragons adventure brought to you by GaryCon, an annual game convention celebrating the life and works of Gary Gygax, the father of role-playing games and the co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons, the game we're going to play today. We want to thank our sponsors, World of Chaldea, Dwarven Forge, Sirenscape, and of course, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Let me introduce all my players to you today. We'll start in... we'll go in alphabetical order. How about that, Abria? You got this.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. My parents did a really good job of naming me to be at the top of lists. I am playing Karina, your Vidalcan Circle of Stars druid.
Next, we have Adriosa.
Hello, my name is Idriosa, or Adriana Cazador, and I am playing the Tiefling Ranger Grath, who is very good and is trying to keep the group together and is apparently the leader. She's trying her best. Thank you so much for watching.
Absolutely. B. Dave Walters is our next player.
Into me, B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. I am playing Thanato, who enjoys watching Grath go through the motions.
Eric Campbell, back with us this week.
I'm Eric Campbell. I say things about words. I am playing Leaf, our orc monk following the way of mercy.
And well, I'll finish off with our regular cast member and then our guest. So, Vivka, tell us about your character and you, who you are. Who are you?
Why, hello there. I am Vivid Vivka. Vivid is a descriptor. My name is Vivka. I am playing a kobold barbarian, 2.5 feet high, 30 pounds of pure rabid lizard dog fury. My intelligence is very low, and it makes the game very fun. Join us, fun.
And our special guest today, who is reprising his role from last week, Mr. Luke Gygax.
I am Luke Gygax, and I am the founder of GaryCon, also a soldier in the California National Guard, and I am playing Vishnupal, who is a very strange character we encountered in the garden, who claims to have a past, to have been a Rakshasa, which seems rather odd, as I should be reincarnated in the hells, not reincarnated as a human druid. So something a little fishy there, but his hands are backwards. So
we're going to be digging deeper into that maybe today or maybe in future episodes. We'll see what happens.
Also, Luke is number 2 on the hype squad of giving out membership, little subscriptions. So his name at the top there.
Well, who's number 1?
I don't know. There's a hype train happening.
Oh, yeah, we do have a hype train happening. Hello to...
All right, hype train.
Hello to Idle Champions players as well. Thanks for watching some live D&D with us today. Okay, so to recap, you guys are currently on a quest to find Julie and Orly, the newlyweds who eloped and ran off from their village. The rival families are now united in finding them, and they've hired you to go into Porfirio's magical garden and just bring him back. Easy, no problem. You are currently in front of the palace that has taken you many days to figure out how to get into. But I thought it might be fun if Snacks explained to Leaf. Eric couldn't be here last week, so we did something special with Leaf. And Leaf, you are now waking up in a little antechamber that's outside on a comfortable couch, and you hear pleasant, soothing music almost just being broadcast in this little chamber, and Snacks is there poking you, waking you up.
I absolutely would just jump on your chest and just
Leaf just folds one arm behind his head and holds himself up for a second and goes, morning.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh my God, I am so happy you're awake. So much has happened while you were gone. I remember about 36% of it. So, all right, you sniffed a flower and fell asleep. I don't suggest doing that anymore. Okay? Don't worry, we stepped on the flower. But then we met this guy. His name is Vishnupal. His hands are kind of weird. Just don't look at it. Just don't mention it. Also, I said this way loud enough for you to hear. Just don't mention the hands.
But we're all standing around just out of immediate eye view watching this happen.
So yeah, so then we didn't know what to do with you. So Donato brought up this disc and we just kind of dumped your body on it. And then we ended up finding a boat. Yeah, it was a small boat. And so we got in the boat and you floated along. I rode with you to make sure that you didn't fall into the water because I'm helpful. There were otters behind us and we threw food at them, and that was nice. But then we got to this building and we went downstairs and there was this big chamber and there's hay in it and the Vishnupal, he gave me a rock and I threw the rock at the hay and there were baby otters in it and I accidentally hit the baby otter. I didn't know it was a magic rock and I hit the baby otters for 7 points of damage and I felt so bad. So then we had to fight the otters, but we refused. But then Thanato jumped into the water and actually chased the mama and papa otter. So that was...
Oh, that's not what happened, but okay. I was rushing to your defense, but fine. I chased the mommy and daddy otter.
I had left. He was in the water.
I had taken you out of there, but we can just leave my part out of it.
Potato, killing the damn otters.
There was a very good snacks fact. But yeah, then so there was giant otters and we didn't end up killing any, thank God. So then we found a labyrinth and we went through it and it was actually kind of easy. It went really quick. We just kind of went right through. But then we found this big thing in the center and then we realized that we forgot the key, the leaves that we needed at the beginning where we were at 4 episodes ago. So then we had to get back in and go back and then we went back around through we just trekked right back, carrying you the entire time, making sure that you were nice and safe and totally not using your body to check for traps.
You're still alive.
I told him not to. I tried.
It's okay.
Look, if I'm going to be responsible for towing him throughout this entire place, the least I could do is get some use out of him.
You were very useful. So yeah, then
some more satyrs.
Oh yeah, we were trying to find these leaves, because we need them for the sundial, for the thing or whatever. We have to talk to the leprechaun again. I actually think that they have some deep-seated emotional issues. They laugh, but I think they cry inside. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, then we went through the maze again with the leaves now that we went back and got. And then we like put them down and we went through and then we found this building and we're pretty sure that this couch that we put you on was definitely going to trap you or kill you or something. But then you woke up.
Did I hear something about bacon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
take some of that.
I take out a thin slice of the satyr leg that I cut off last game. I don't tell him what it is, and I offer him the meat.
Food?
Is that cooked?
Good.
No, I'm guessing no. It's raw meat that you sliced off.
Karina's just like a little bit behind, just like.
Excuse you, this is goat carpaccio. I put a nice citrus on it. It cooks.
By the way, thank you for that recap. That was incredible. That was exactly what I was hoping for too.
36% remembered.
More than enough for snacks, right? But I will say there's one thing I forgot to mention because in my life I always forget one thing. Hopefully, usually it's something minor. This time it's something major. You as a viewer can help influence our show. It can influence the adventure, and how you can do that is by donating bits. For every 3,000 bits, our characters will get, our players will get a fate point, and that will be a reroll. They can reroll something, an ability check, an attack, a saving throw. Even you can only use it once per event, but if you guys donate bits, you can help our characters survive a little bit longer. So that's what the fate point count is, and I noticed we're almost at 1. So
Nice.
when we get to 1, I will let the players know, and they can add that to their fate point pool. Okay.
Yeah, it's very important. Otherwise, I would be Bark.
That's right. You almost turned into Bark, and a fate point saved
I
you.
was being turned into a shrub. Anyway.
So I'm going to re-describe where you guys are, and and Leaf, where you are is you're in one of the corner bowers to this walled garden that you're now in.
Mm-hmm.
The garden is about. Hold on, let me see. Just want to make sure. My table. Okay. The garden is about 40 feet wide. No, sorry. It's about 90 feet wide and 40 feet deep. There's a pool right in the middle of it. The pool is perfectly clear and only about a foot deep. Many silver and gold-hued fish can be seen swimming in it. From your new position, you can now see that in each of the 2 corners of the garden, away from the building, there's a circular bower with a conical roof, built to resemble the turrets of the main building in front of you. So you were sleeping in a couch in one of those 2 sort of faux turrets. The last thing that happened was you all walked up inside the porch. Inside the porch, there's a flight of broad stone steps leading up to an arched doorway. The arch over the door protrudes from the wall and is supported by a slim stone pillar on either side. The huge double doors, each 10 feet wide and 30 feet high, are of silvery metal and decorated with a fine incised geometric pattern. There are no door handles. In black, letters around the arch over the door are written the words, "Enter in peace."
And
Now,
I asked, how is peace spelled?
It is spelled, P-E-A-C-E, oddly in every language that you know. So it's written in common, but if you were to think of another language that you knew, if you looked up, it would also be in that language.
And that's why I threw you at the door, man. Not only were you peacefully sleeping, but also you generally are of a sort. I wanted to see if you'd go through the door. You didn't.
Weren't
It
there
was a
also a couple
compliment.
caryatids of goddesses there?
Yes, I'm giving you a better picture of what the door looks like, actually. And we're going to show that to our viewers as well. So the pillars actually resembled 2 goddesses of the Greyhawk mythos.
Oh, I see.
And that writing there says conceivably enter in peace in any
Yeah. That
language that you can think of.
does not look like a beautiful, inviting scene.
At least it doesn't look like, the Guardians in Neverending Story who kill you if you try to pass through them.
You don't
I
know
mean,
that.
they don't
Forgot
look like
about
that
that. So, yeah.
yet. They don't look like that
True,
yet.
we haven't tried. So
Just for the record, I realized that this image is from somewhere else originally. That black, ominous, bullish thing kind of the left, that is not there, correct?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
what's interesting is and I'll reveal what adventure that I've based this adventure on when we're
Sure.
done.
Yeah, okay.
But there are some interesting pieces of art that came in this adventure that are close to what's described, but not quite. But they're so cool looking that I wanted to show them anyway.
Fair.
I get it. Valid.
So, yeah.
Understood.
And also, I look at Leaf and I say,
Uh-huh.
I already tried yelling. If they're inside, they didn't come out.
He's really good at that. That's kind of his standby now, is yelling.
do we think they might be beyond these doors?
Theoretically, yes. This is the center of the garden as far as we can tell. Also, for the record, I didn't hurt any of the otters.
Your conscience is clear.
Oh, it would have been had I slain them all. It's just as a point of fact, I didn't.
You wanted to make sure I knew that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm feeling a little attacked right now.
And no,
Mine
it wasn't
did
you. It
not
was the
attack, but
otters
you
that were the
didn't
ones
accident-
that
I
were
didn't know the
attacked.
rock
They
was
should be
magic.
offended.
I didn't.
I
know the
don't
rock-
know why you trust a Rakshasa. It's in his name.
Valid.
I don't know. I didn't know whose upside down hand came down and just passed me a rock. Could have been
You
anyone.
literally knew it was him, but fine. One of the otters will grow up with a limp, but otherwise they'll be okay.
Excuse me, I healed that otter perfectly. Don't denigrate my work. Oh, also don't traumatize snacks, but both things.
And for our viewers that maybe didn't watch last week, they were giant otters. So we're not talking about
No.
regular-
Giant otter pups. The pups are
Right.
still little.
They were 6-foot babies.
It's also worth noting that no one mentioned giant otter to me, so I was literally.
Yes, I
did.
No,
that
you
whole
didn't. You
recap-
never said giant.
You never
You
said
did not
giant.
actually.
I
You
said
did,
giant.
you did not. No,
I did not say giant, but I did
didn't.
mention
You just
otter.
said
So
otters.
This
Yeah.
whole time I'm picturing like otters, and I'm like, wow, this.
Yeah, our
like,
entire was just three normal sized otters. That was our whole day.
Yeah.
Hey,
Moving
river
it all
wolves are
around.
fearsome, but no. I will say this: enter in peace. I think I already tried dropping my sword and going in, didn't I? But I take my sword and my mace and I hand them to Karina, and I just try and put my hands on the door and see if I can walk through.
Really?
Okay.
Out of everyone, that's the guy that's trying to go in.
Doesn't mean it's gonna work.
mean-
let him try, I guess.
It is not budging.
The one time I try not violence.
Well, I'm very
Yeah,
proud
you
of
should
you.
have known.
Can I investigate this entire frontispiece to see if there's any false things to touch or interact with?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want that to be investigation or arcana?
Yeah, investigation would be great.
Okay, cool. 15.
15.
Had a natural 20 on that first roll. I should have saved it.
You the only thing that you notice is that the statues, the pillars on each side look incredibly lifelike, almost as if they could come to life at any moment.
Okay, for what it's worth, yeah, be as aware of these as we already were. And I just want to get close to one of them and go, if you attack me, so help me, I will hand these weapons back to someone who is much better at murder than I am. Be
Here,
cool.
take my weapons back.
Oh, sure,
Mhm.
here you go.
Karina, why are you speaking to the statues?
Because it's very obvious that if we get this wrong, they are going to destroy us.
Oh, but peace.
They'll
Peace.
attempt to destroy us. Attempt.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Okay,
I
attempt.
respect architecture though, so
I
It
do
is-
have a foolproof way to know if they are alive or not. There is
Snacks.
there is something that is scientifically proven, a fact of snacks that nothing can like omit.
And I climb up the statue and very delicately boop the nose. Boop.
It happens.
They're fine. No one can receive a snack's booping and not smile. They're fine. We're good. Don't even worry about it. I'm willing to bet my very small life on it.
So I would like to approach these statuesque women and investigate a little bit more closely. Are they 30 feet tall, just like the doors, as in the picture? Are they about that tall?
They are. They're as tall as the doors.
Okay. Do I notice any weapons that they're carrying? Any symbols that might have religious relevance? They might clue me into who they are or what they're about.
They are armed. There's no religious significance as such, other than if you were to look at an old statue in ancient Greek or Roman times, they represent gods from long past.
Okay. All right, and nothing. No, boy, I'm just looking like, are their hands? Their hands aren't out. Their hands are holding
they
the
look
weapon.
totally. They look incredibly lifelike, but they're not moving, and so they look, as far as you can tell, they look like statues.
Okay.
Grath grows a little impatient and turns to Karina. Karina, do you know of any sort of petrification that may or may not have occurred to these warriors or something? Maybe there's some spell on them?
Well, my understanding is that they are carved and then likely enchanted. I can't really get a read on it. I tried looking with, magical sight earlier, but this whole place is just a factory of light. It's kind of absurd, but no. My best understanding, as I've previously stated, is that failure to cooperate with whatever the signage says will trigger an event, if you will.
I run off to a corner and pull out my axe and kind of whisper to it like,
Hey, do you know anything about? You've been around here a little bit longer than me. You know these guys?
I don't. I've never been in this area, but I think you should just use me and smash them. You can take them. Come on.
Oh my God, hacker! We just okay. I'm gonna give the big brains another 5 minutes to think. But if nothing happens, we're gonna go a hacking.
And I just put my axe back and just walk back
I look over at Leaf and I'm like, you're the resident peace expert. Any thoughts?
Only that you continuously confuse the way of mercy with the way of peace.
Both are equally pointless, but fine.
My point exactly.
Well, I'd like to kind of search around the other parts of the garden for any sort of tracks or marks of where people or creatures' hands just maybe where there's something to press or
Okay, yeah, make me a check for that.
Okay. Insight or investigation?
Looking for tracks, isn't that usually survival?
Survival. Well, less tracks,
It's
more
survival,
more like signs of creatures messing with objects in the area, I guess.
I see. Yeah, you can I guess make me a straight up investigation then.
Okay.
What was the riddle that those things that I've sworn to eradicate kept saying? I realize I heard it a week ago, but Thanato heard it about 5 minutes ago.
Right. What Thanato heard.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. The one that they repeated was
about the standing and that we needed to leave the leaves in the thing when we left. That I got, but I thought there was another part that seemed relevant to this. But yes, let me recount that bit.
So there was the one about the river. We don't need to talk about that one. The fountain. There's a lovely building just here. Do you want me to do it? You want me to do it in leprechaun voice?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think it's important. I think it's important for our new viewers.
This
that we
is
have-
going to be how you remember it. You would remember it in that voice.
There's a lovely building just here, with turrets and domes far and near. 'Tis a shame you can't spy it, as we urge you to try it. Solve the puzzle and see it appear. So you did
Oh,
that.
that's
Oh, but you
Yep.
forgot the laugh.
I was gonna say.
Oh. All right.
Going to kill them all.
There are leaves in the garden to trace, and a maze with a clear central space. With a leaf in your hand, you could stand and stand, but to leave the leaves in their place.
I remember this now.
What's
Coming
the
back.
last leaf we got? Was it dog
Dog
something like
rose.
Dog
D-
roast.
dog roast?
Yeah.
I take one of the dog roast because we took extra. I hold one of
Yeah.
the dog roast leaves in my hand and try and push on the door.
Nothing happens.
Why don't you try holding Leaf's hand and then do it again?
I was carrying him the whole time and it didn't make a difference.
Oh, I said what I said.
I can try passing. I don't know that it'll make any difference, but I can try.
Okay, so you're gonna try?
Yeah, I'll step up calmly, approach the door.
Okay. Nothing nothing happens, but make me an insight check, please.
Very well.
Also,
rolled an 18 plus 6 gives me a 24.
Oh, that's not bad.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, Grath, did you?
I got a 16.
Yeah, we never. Sorry,
It's all good.
With the 16, both of you, and with your, and especially
24, right?
you both get the feeling that if you pushed hard enough with enough people, it could open.
Wait a minute. It seems like there's wear around the door, as if
No,
people.
there's nowhere around the
Oh,
door.
there-
You just, when you feel the door, you
Okay.
feel like with enough of you, you could push it open. But there's nowhere around the door.
Okay.
Leaf, do you feel this?
Mm.
Huh.
Well, might as well try.
All right.
I don't suppose there's any olive branches.
In this part, good point.
That's
No, no, it's all just sort of smaller plants.
The only thing I can think of that would represent peace, maybe an olive branch, a dove, something like that we could perhaps present to the door. But if you say push on it, it works.
I will. Is Thanato leans forward and puts his hands on the door and looks at all of them do it. I just say, I hate this garden. This is so impractical. What if you're traveling alone and don't have 5 bosom companions to help assist in such things?
honestly, I liked the new guy's plan. I think we should find a dove and try to shove it under the door.
Maybe
Just
for the next one.
put that kobold back into this, please.
All right, everybody,
All
let's
right,
go.
let's shove. Let's push on this door.
Count
Okay.
of 3. One,
Every-
2.
Everybody make me a strength check.
Oh, yeah,
please.
of course.
But all 6 of you are pushing?
Is
Yep.
this athletics or just straight up strength?
Strength check.
Oh, no.
Athletics. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
athletics. Still
Say-
miserable.
But so yeah, I'm not terribly strong. Let's see.
got
22.
15. Let's go.
I got 8. Grath hasn't gotten enough sleep for this.
I'm rolling my new evil dice.
7 for me. So.
18.
Not
Hey,
very good.
18.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got a-
Snacks is
The-
lifting with her legs on this one.
I got a 16, but I'm an orc. And as an orc, I get where is it? Powerful build. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and weight. You can push, drag, or lift.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, are you
So-
saying we could have had piggyback rides the entire time?
That's Mrs. Bold,
Excuse
isn't
you,
it?
I have been. It's been great.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We're the smallest.
I don't think that has any actual practical application here. I think that's just determining because there are some things that say you can't carry this if you're medium size or something like that.
Yeah.
In this case, like I think it's more flavor. But I
You
will
can
just-
wield the Maul of the Titans.
right,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's my height, but I can wield it. But yeah, I got 16 for leaf.
Okay. So what happens is, as all 6 of you are pushing, the door gives way just a little bit. But as the door gives way, both statues start to move.
Of course.
And I'd like you all to roll for initiative, please.
Again,
I'd like
this.
to. I'd like
There
to
was
follow
no
the
way to not do
dungeon
it.
master.
All right, a 20.
Yeah. Yeah, this place makes no sense. We did what we're supposed to do, and still the trap springs. Oh, I have advantage on that too. Who? Oh! My luck finally ran out. My 19 rolled over to a 3. It was sliding like it was gonna be a 19, and then it became a 3.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, but let's
Wait,
see.
is this Vorpal board? What's going
No,
on?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Okay.
14 for me.
Oh, uh,
3 for
I-
Karina.
just an 8 from me. I'm just I'm so shocked looking at it. Like, this is what? Come on. Yeah.
3 for Karina. And what did Leaf get?
Die if I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Leaf, what'd you get?
I got a and y'all are probably all gonna have to go after me, but I got a 10.
No, I think you're right after Grath.
Sorry, that
because-
was dry.
Am I first?
I was making
I got
fun
a-
of my initial.
I got a 23.
Oh,
Yeah, no, Vishnupal.
okay,
but
Vishnupal.
I'm just looking at the order, and then
Mhm.
so it's Vishnupal, Snacks, Grath, Leaf, Thanato, Karina.
Oh boy.
Okay. They are clearly going to attack you. They've lifted their swords and shields and are now alive.
Jason, quick question.
Yeah.
Is it possible they don't attack us?
No, it's not.
Just
possible.
checking. Just checking.
Oh. All right.
Right.
That was good. That was good.
Cool.
A for effort.
Yep.
All right, so do I go first or do they go before me?
You go first. They're
Okay.
but they're clearly attacking.
I will summon the power of the earth to me and will the earth and stone around them or around the one closest to me, which I think is to the left, to erupt and blast forth with an erupting earth spell doing 3d12 points of damage in a 20-foot cube, which I'd like to just keep positioned so it only affects the one to the left.
The one where? On the,
To the left, which I assume is the closest to me. I was on the left side
Okay.
of the door.
yeah. And so it's the earth pummeling it, right? It's like bludgeoning damage.
Correct. So it does 25 points of damage.
And is
It
there a
is-
saving throw involved or anything?
There shouldn't be, but yes, there is. 14. Dex save 14.
Okay. Well, I doubt they're going to make this.
You know,
14? Did you say?
14, yes.
Nope. They don't get it. So
Yep. 25 points. It should probably just be one. I don't think I get both of them in a 20-foot cube without getting all of it.
Right,
So
because
just the one.
yeah. Okay.
That's
Because you've got 10 feet between them.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
no way I
and then
can
you
do
would
it.
hit everyone in the middle too.
I just want to get the one.
Yeah. All right.
yeah, because they're right on other sides of the door. How damaged does it look by that?
It definitely looks it's gone from being a pristine statue to not necessarily like a pile of rocks or anything, but definitely it's like parts of it are starting to peel off and
But some chunks came off.
mm-hmm.
Perfect.
wow, sticky fingers. That was a really good one.
Is that it, Vishnu Paul? Okay, great.
Yes.
Snacks, I believe you're next.
Yeah, so I'm wowed by Vishnupal's amazing like whoa. And I look up, I assume that the left one is right in front of me. And as I pull out Hacker, my talking sentient battle axe, I'm like,
I bet we're not even supposed to attack these. I bet we're not even supposed to attack them. Like, I bet that's the thing. That's the code.
and I go for the knees
Okay.
because she would. And I have advantage because of pack tactics. So that's a 24 to hit.
What okay, always let me when you're using Hacker, besides when you get a crit, always let me know if you get a 19 also
Okay.
on the die.
Good to know.
I will let you know. I don't think like specific like anytime a 19.
Anytime you actually roll a physical 19 on the die, let me know.
Weapon crits on a 19 or 20, Mama.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
something interesting. It doesn't necessarily crit, but something else.
Here we
will
go.
happen.
Intelligent weapon. Here we go.
okay, but it's
Valid.
like only when I'm using hacker, not just
Right.
in general.
Only when you're using hacker.
Okay, good to know. I don't think either of those was a 19. I don't remember.
No,
but-
probably not, because if 24, that hits, but
Don't make me
your
do
bonuses
math
are
right.
higher than that. Even if
Yeah.
you had rolled a 19, you would have gotten higher. So
Yeah,
that
don't-
definitely hits. So please roll
Great.
for damage.
So that is 12 points of damage on the first one. Shunk. How's she looking? She's stable?
She's still looking pretty good.
Okay. So then I'm just going to swing, hit, and just keep swinging around, doing a little spinsy. I want to be standing on my shield, spinning
Okay.
like a little.
Is that going to be?
green
Don't you get one
top.
more attack?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that's-
I'm standing on my shield, 1 foot, like kicking myself and spinning, and I'm going to attack the knee again. And that is ooh, that is a 20. That is a 27. That is a crit.
Okay. A couple of things happen.
Ouch.
A couple of things happen. Hold on 1 second.
Delicious.
I want to describe to you what happens.
I love that I'm spinning on a top for this.
Suddenly, Snacks becomes a vessel for the Queen of Darkness.
All right.
Excuse you, suddenly?
Hold on.
What happens to my tiny little lizard body?
Oh, don't worry. Nothing happens to you. Here is what happens. First of all, roll me your damage.
Okie dokie. That would be 24.
Okay. And that's with all the bonuses and
Mhm.
stuff. So when you hit the statue, the living statue that time, you hear Hacker giggle,
Fair.
and a 5-foot cube of multicolored confetti explodes from the point of the hit.
You
And it
gave
gets
our
all over
chaos-
everybody. It's not going to damage you. It's not going to affect your abilities in any way, anyone's abilities. But when you hit it, you hear him go, and then a little 5-foot by 5-foot cube of explosion of confetti happens, and
You gave our chaos kobold a chaos weapon.
you feel like you've done even more damage to it with that.
Oh yeah, I mean the confetti gets everywhere, and if she's cracking, like she's got confetti in her little like crevice eye and everything.
Mm-hmm. So it was 24 points of damage before that?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I hit, giggle, confetti burst, and I just like slow blink, look at Hacker, look at the look at the crack knee, look, just be like,
I love it. I think it's great. All right.
Stick with me, friend.
I mean,
Hacker, with you, it's always a party. And now you've brought the confetti.
and I'm saying this while still spinning on the thing, and then I put a foot down and kick my shield into the ankle of the statue, trying to knock her prone.
That okay, go ahead. I mean, roll for it, but it's not going to work on it.
Is there a size limitation to your?
There isn't.
Really? Okay.
I mean, if I beatbox, would it help with her like breakdancing attack?
And
or
there's
something?
only
Always,
one way to know. You need to
100% of the time. All
Please do.
beatboxing is always the move.
They're breakdance fighting.
Yeah, Shield Master Shove. If you attack on your turn, you can use a bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet of you with your shield. I mean, it's totally cool if it's like up to you.
Yeah, I'm not. It's a 30-foot high stone statue. I just don't think it's going to work.
I mean, it could just be that I kicked the shield and just knocked it off balance and used the power of gravity instead of just strength.
Or it steps on the shield and slips like a banana peel.
Right. Did you say creature?
Go
Does it
full
say
Mario
creature?
Kart.
In the
Let me double check. And yes, creature.
okay. It's technically
We're
not
playing
a creature.
semantics here.
It's a construct. So.
Oh, so it's a theoretical. It's a no.
Right.
It's a legit rule. 30 foot. I mean,
Look,
that's
yeah.
gonna be like what? That's gonna be like 2 tons of stone.
Mhm.
I mean, okay,
Or
so I
one
just
lady
I stopped.
Demetrius.
I thought that it was going to work, so I kicked the shield, and it just kind of like shunk and hits against the ankle, and just like I just catch it and just kind of like look over it, like,
Oh, I guess we're not doing that today, huh? All right. Fine. Well, I got you with the confetti bomb.
all right, and that's my turn.
Okay. So that one is super pissed off. It's their turn to go now.
How
And-
can he be pissed off? Confetti.
I mean, that's a good point too.
You
It's
do,
not
even though
hard.
it's a statue, you do notice, you swear that you see a look of confusion in its eye just for a split second when
Same.
that explosion happened.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snacks is oddly okay with it. Like didn't even phase her. And I do take like one more bonus action to be like,
Yeah, I bet we're not even supposed to attack these. Peace.
Okay. So she is going to slam down
oh
on
no,
you.
it's her turn. Oh, I'm dead.
That's her turn.
Okay.
Does a 21 hits, right?
Right? Yes.
Does a 21 hit
Just
you?
What
barely.
is this
Yeah.
question you
It
asked?
grazes.
Okay. Yeah.
Merely a flesh wound.
Yes, I understand the clarification. It wouldn't hit me, so.
Right,
Does a
well,
21
if
hit?
you
I'll
ran
run
out
it
of
under a
shield
cold
spells, it
tap.
would,
I'll be
maybe.
fine.
Hold on. I can't believe I don't have enough dice in front of me. What is my... I'm using real dice right now.
I would
guys.
like the record to show that I've rotated from the me mug over seamlessly to the Black Dice Society mug.
Hey.
Ooh, it
it's
matched-
triple
Your mug
product
matches your
placement.
shirt. Yeah.
My mug matches my mug matches my shirt. Yes.
I have a fake cactus.
Mr. Prickles is not
Mr.
fake.
Prickles.
We
This is
love
Mr.
Mr.
Prickles.
And you got slammed for 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And she takes another swing at you.
It is at this point that you see the look in Snacks' eyes of great regret as she's like,
I'm a barbarian. I forgot to rage.
You're like,
I mean, I realized that. I just thought you were trying to conserve them. Yes.
No, I forgot. I forgot how to play.
You were just having so
It do
much
be
fun.
that way sometimes.
It's
Why am I
okay.
It
I was just
be
excited to
like
be here.
that sometimes.
so,
Yes.
all right. So we have regrets. You said there was a second attack?
The second attack missed you. That's all the one on the right. I'm just gonna randomly select who the one all the one on the left, excuse me. I'm gonna randomly select who the one on the right attacks because you were all there. Because you're all there pushing. Ooh, okay. Leaf.
Yeah.
The one on the right is smashing down on you.
I will politely ask it to not do that.
19.
Oh, that actually does hit.
That hits. Okay.
So if you were wondering if that statue would smash, the answer is yes.
Yes.
All right.
10 out of 10
Smashes.
definitely smashes.
17 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage onto Leaf. The second one
Maybe you should rage too.
misses.
That is an enormous amount of damage for one attack.
And it's now Grath's turn.
Grath is just bewildered by Snacks's whatever the confetti thing was. She's never seen a weapon do that before. She's just like, okay. Takes a few steps back and draws her bow, casts Hunter's Mark on the knee of the one that we've been attacking originally, the left one, I guess.
Okay.
And I'd like to roll to try and hit it. Ooh. Welp. Actually,
You do have a fate point. I know it's early on, but
Actually-
No, it's okay. Chat will definitely help us with more. Please, chat, help. Help.
No, we're good. We're good. It's actually 20 technically with the +9.
oh well, then yeah.
Thank
then,
goodness
yeah,
for that,
you hit.
Dex. Cool. So it hits, and let's. Now for that first arrow, 5 plus. Cool. 10 damage. Oh, 14 damage for the first arrow. And I do have a question. I have Colossus Slayer. I can only do it once per turn, but should I do it after my double bow attack?
I mean, this does count as should trigger your Colossus Slayer, yes.
Cool. All right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually. I'll just do that one next. I'll
So
do
that's a
Colossus
bonus
Slayer.
action, or it's like a special attack.
It's a special.
So it would be part of your second attack action. So it like goes along with an attack.
With the
Is
second
that
one.
what- Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. So she looses the arrow and then immediately shoots another one for 21 to hit this time.
That hits.
And I see the damage on that baby. Ooh, 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 4 is
I turn around,
16.
blood in my eyes. Do it! Do it!
Another 16 points of damage.
So you added your Colossus Slayer and the Hunter's Mark
Oh!
damage, right?
Oh, and Colossus Slayer for that last one plus 1d8. All right, let's
Yep.
see. Wow, so it's 16 plus. Oh, I got an 8 on the d8. 16 plus 24. Okay, 24.
Wow.
24
Okay.
points of damage for that last arrow. She just aims right for like the weakest point she could find in the statue and just lets loose.
That first statue just like falls apart. Just in fact, if Snacks and Vishnupal would both make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Please.
Watch out, it's coming down.
That's a 16.
13 for me.
Snacks, you managed to skitter out of the way. And
Vishnupal, you can cash in a
Cool.
fate point, or you're gonna let this be what it is?
How big does this thing look?
You're getting you get pummeled for
Apparently,
four-
the answer
you
is
get-
no.
You just get you 4 points of
Okay.
rubble kind of
Yeah.
Okay,
fall.
okay,
So 4 points of damage or rubble. 4 points of rubble damage.
okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
I do one of those
Take
like,
that like
"Ugh,"
Barney.
as it like falls down next, like, oh, thanks
Mhm.
for the call out, Greg.
Are you okay, Vishnupal?
I have had worse.
Leaf,
Well, one's down.
after like blood coming out of the corner of his mouth and the side of his face bruised up, and he goes, "It's nice to meet you, by the way. I didn't get a chance to say it."
Yes. I saw the flower that you'd obviously breathed. Amateur mistake, but
Well, they say to stop and smell the flowers. They need to make up their mind.
no, not in Perfio's garden. That's
Guys, battle happening. Sweetie.
You let this happen.
And it's now
Introductions
Lee's
later?
turn.
Adult friendships are
Is
so
it my turn?
difficult.
It's Lee's
Violence
turn.
now?
Whose turn is it?
Yeah, it's Leaf's turn.
My turn. Okay.
Oh.
Unless Grath, is there anything left on your
No, I
turn?
was just saying like violence now.
Yeah.
Introductions later.
Okay.
For one.
Yeah,
the
I'm
other
gonna-
statue is on the right.
I'm gonna slip over there. Leaf like slides across the floor. Just like using his feet, just quick, like very graceful movements as he kind of swipes around, stepping off the center line in a very like Aikido-esque kind of way. And he's gonna deliver some bludgeoning damage to the stone. And I'll pop in some 2 attacks here. I'm not gonna do flurry of blows this first go.
Okay.
All right, so my first attack, I roll a 9 plus 7, so 16.
That misses.
All right, and the second attack is going to be a 2, so that's not going to miss. That's not going to hit. And then I'm going to activate a key point and declare a dodge,
Okay. Great.
and that'll be my action. So yeah, Leaf just basically, the way I'm gonna. I assume that happened is the fists actually impacted on the stone, but Leaf is like, I'm gonna need to hit a little harder, like, and kind of slides back and gets ready in a position where he can get out of the way.
Thanato, it is now your turn.
Am I actually capable of pushing this door still by myself?
You feel like there's no way you could just push it by yourself now.
I want to look over at it at Thanato and go, "Oh, got it. Go ahead."
Well, I actually think Snacks is right. We were supposed to enter in peace,
Yeah,
but
duh.
We
so
were armed, weren't we?
I just
No,
I
you
would just-
started fighting.
I would just like the record to show I was prepared to see this through, Karina.
All right, noted.
And turn around and turn on my sword and lay into this statue. It's like, I would have done it. Actually, you know what? Let's do this a different way. I'm gonna go for the old Toll the Dead. So Wisdom 14 save.
Okay, Wisdom 14. Oh, and for people trying to see the character sheets, I think you just have to install the D&D Beyond plugin, because I can see, if you have it installed, you can see it. I'm seeing them right now.
Wisdom 14.
No, but Toll the Dead is what kind of?
Necrotic damage. It doesn't require it to be a living thing. The bell
Okay.
tolls for constructs as well.
Okay, how many points of damage?
Let's see. I'm rolling my evil dice. Okay, all right. I was about to say the evil dice have betrayed me, but no, not so much. 15. 15.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so far I'm with this. It's the new Memento Mori D&D dice, D&D Beyond dice, which were pointed out to me. Jason pointed them out to me, and I love them. They're perfect for Thanato. Movement action, for whatever it's worth, is still trying to hold the door open. Yep. And everybody else is still kind of up and fighting. So, okay, great. Yep, that's it for me.
Okay, it is now Karina's turn.
Karina is sort of standing by the door and then looks at Thanato and then up at the remaining statue. She kind of just sighs quietly, and I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself.
Okay.
Become a giant ape, and I continue to push the door, unbothered by this entire battle.
Oh, great. What would be the strength of a giant ape?
I've got a +9 to my athletics check.
Great. Go ahead and give
Strong.
me
Very strong.
Give me an athletics check then.
Is the ape blue?
Oh, you know she's like navy blue.
Yes.
And all
Oh, why is
stars.
the ape sad?
I rolled bad.
Great ape.
Hate it.
I was just say I would hope that should be purple, but
Yeah.
It's only a 13 because I rolled very badly.
No.
Okay.
You also have a fate point.
Oh, can I
point,
use the fate
fate
point?
point.
I'm using the fate point.
Please.
Do it. Use
Okay,
it.
Chat, please
Use
sure,
it.
help.
go
I'm
for it.
sorry.
Use-
Thanks, chat, for the fate point.
10 out of 10 would absolutely give a blue ape a fate point.
26.
there we
That's
go.
how you do, you know?
26.
That's why we do this.
Here's what happens. You push the doors and you feel like you could go through, but it's giving you so much resistance that you feel that at the moment you let go of them, they would snap back. So it's up to you. You can go through, but as soon as you let go,
I am a huge creature, so I am just going to arm out and just gesture to the group.
yeah, you could totally do that. And Vishnupal, it's now your turn.
All right, so we just got the one on the right. Does it look chipped up, or is it pretty pristine?
It's been chipped a little, but one or two chips. It's in collector's condition. It would be considered good.
Still good. Okay.
Not excellent or mint, but still
Right.
good.
Mm.
Good
Okay.
condition.
All right. Fair. I will. I will use a portion of my movement to get in front of it, and go ahead and toss another one of these erupting earths, summon forth the energy to blast the rock and stone. underneath it, and do a whopping. Let's see if I can get. Okay,
Karina's just giving you the
3d12.
biggest side eye, like,
I
okay,
know,
you're just gonna
right?
keep fighting?
Right?
What a flex.
I love it. I love it.
Tight,
I'll do-
tight.
17, 14 dex save to take half.
Okay. Great, 17. That does not dodge out of the way. It's a big, giant stone thing. So, great. It's probably, it's still in good condition, but it might be moving into fair condition soon. It is now Snack's turn.
So I'm very torn between the door open and all of the really cool druid stuff that Vishnupal is throwing down. And I do like the same like look back and forth. And then
While you're doing that, you hear in your head from Hacker, "Come on, we can take it. We can take it."
oh,
Boy.
I had a thing I was going to do, but then you said that.
Oh boy.
Well,
No pressure. Today's episode.
all right. Like Karina, you just see me like staring at my axe, and it's just like, oh, yeah. And then you just the eyes start dilating, turning into little pinpricks, and the fangs start baring, and the froth from the mouth starts coming. It's like, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing this. And I go into
Karina just sighs.
I go into a rage.
Karina
There we go. Wait, come on, hit the buttons. All right, sorry about that. I will go into a rage and then just be like, all right, I guess we're doing this. The one that I'll keep attacking the one that hit me because it's personal now.
Okay. Well, no, there's only one left anyway, so.
Oh, right.
That's the one you're attacking. Yeah.
Yes, right. It went down. All right. Well, then that is with advantage a 23 and a 24. So does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Excellent. Woo. So I am doing I go for the Achilles tendon of stone, and I do a whopping 6 points of damage. Just doink off of it with my axe.
Okay.
And I go to swing again and swing for 18 to hit.
An 18 will hit, just barely.
Excellent. I'll take it. All right. And like I swing again and hit for 10 points of damage on specifically the Achilles tendon.
Okay. Yeah, that's broken up nice and good. Although you get the feeling that even if you broke the foot off, that it probably wouldn't fall over just yet.
Jason, it's 30 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 2.5 pounds or 2.5 feet. I literally can only attack the feet.
I know. This is the thing. I'm just
This is
letting
all
you
I got.
know you're hacking away at it, but you feel that even if you hacked it off, it still wouldn't fall over just yet.
Yeah. Anything calves down is chipped up by me, but calves up, it's looking great. So yeah, I take my shield and I know it's not going to do anything, but I just hit it in the back of the shins because I'm so mad at you. The shield shove does nothing, and I sulk.
Annoyed at all of the damage that's being done to its ankle, the statue focuses its ire on you and attacks you.
What a jerk.
Come at me, you stone-faced bee.
The first roll, it gets a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
With your raging, that's okay.
Oh,
Did you actually say you were raging this time?
Yes, I did. I
Okay,
did
all right.
the eyes
Great.
and the frothing. I'm currently
Oh, that
doing-
was the eyes. I heard the eyes and frothing and didn't take from that was rage. My fault.
You get slammed for 19 points of damage.
no, I don't.
No, you don't?
I'm raging, so I
Okay,
get
what
half that.
happened?
9
Okay,
points.
then there you go.
9 points of damage.
But that still hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, internally, like to my heart, actually, my organs.
And it hits you again for just 13 points of damage, so half that.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I assume you slap me around a little. All right.
That's
All right,
fine.
so
I
now-
can take it. Ha, I
Now
actually like
Grath's turn.
Okay. Graph,
And you're the farthest one away, right? Like you backed up to
I
fire
backed
your
up a
bow.
little bit where I could see
Mhm.
everybody and like the door, and I see Karina open, like wild shaped into the ape, just trying to keep the door open, and I just yell at everybody. She didn't transform for nothing. Can we please all get through this door as soon as possible? We need to stop fighting and get out of here, please.
Don't listen
I-
to your weapons. Get out.
You're gonna
It's
take your
actually
axe
pretty
away.
bad.
Weapon.
This is another fight you started, Grath, but okay.
No, it was. We'll get to that later. Let's go through.
Actually,
I will go
I suppose
last.
it was the Rakshaka this time. You're correct.
Actually,
All right.
no, it's Rock Johnson.
Grath just
Actually.
heads towards the door.
Okay,
But
so
she's
you're
waiting.
gonna-
She's kind of waiting. Like she's like right there, and she's gonna not go through until everyone has passed through, and then we'll go out with Karina. That's what she plans on doing. So
Okay, so the doors are being pushed inward. So you so you're going to go through and go into the.
be right at the entrance, I guess. Kind of go through a little bit, but waiting for everyone else to go through before she finishes going through.
Okay.
Well, given the opportunity, Leaf is definitely going to slide through. But I'm not. I'm gonna. As much as I move on my turn, I am going to be. I'm not just going to bolt without everybody going through. I'm going to make sure Thanato and everybody just gets through safely and is getting through there. So yeah.
Okay.
Momentary hesitation.
Are we all going to be too polite to go through until we're all just stuck
You.
at the
No,
door
that's
frame?
what
Like
you
after
do.
you, after you.
And that was how the snacks pack.
Just
died.
one
Thank you
long
so
arm,
much
like
for tuning
in the door.
Okay, so Grath is like halfway through, and Leaf is like halfway through, kind of.
I'm going to go all the way through, but I'm not going to. But Leaf can move pretty fast, being a monk. So I'm going to position myself where if I need to dash through once more to grab somebody and help them back, I want to be on standby. Basically.
I see. So maybe you're just beyond where the door.
Yeah, just be on the threshold of the door on the other side, going, "Let's go, let's go, let's go."
Okay. Then Thanato, what are you gonna do?
Listen to my lady and go through the door.
Okay.
Thank you.
Snacks is little. Is she small enough for me to pick her up and take her with me?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I literally
I-
hoist the Snacks like a dog that doesn't want to leave the dog park, and I go through the door.
To note, I am raging, so I am absolutely just furiously trying to fight you. It is all claws and like, no, let me at them. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yep.
Like
Really,
if
I
you
know.
held me like this, my little legs would be still running. Like,
I'm sure there will be someone to harm inside. Yeah, and go through the door.
Okay, Karina. So at this point, everyone's gone through but Vishnupal, and it is his turn after yours. So you could conceivably keep the door open. Actually, make me an athletics check.
The 5? 14.
Nice.
Okay. You can successfully keep it open, or if you let go, it would close and you would be on the inside, but Vishnupal's still outside.
I'm looking at Vishnupal, and he's got a lot of weird energy. He picked a fight with baby otters. He's got backwards hands, and he's another druid in a group that unfortunately somehow already has too many druids. Can I do an insight check on Vishnupal before I decide whether or not I'm going to leave him outside?
Sure.
19. Or sorry, 17.
You you get the feeling that he's not all that he seems he is, but you don't get any sort of evil vibe from him.
That's it on the 17th.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give you in the middle of
I
combat.
mean, that's a lot. Yeah.
I grab him with my offhand and pull him through and shut the door.
Okay. Actually, you don't have to shut the door at all because it slams shut as soon as you let go of it. It's like the strongest, I don't know, dog.
She does that even
right?
when she's
You
over
know,
there.
just like, but so you're now inside the first chamber of the castle of the palace, and before you really have an idea to look around, the doors now open again, and the construct is now coming in after you.
Is there a universe? I didn't get to do a fight, and I worked really hard to not fight. May I please do one fight since they didn't leave well enough alone on my turn?
Okay, yeah.
Cool, I have a multi-attack, 2 fist attacks. Yay.
I could see a world where that was just your move action.
Oh my god. Ugh! It carried over from the other game.
Oh, no.
We'll ignore
You
the
can-
natural one.
You do not get any fun action.
Ugh.
No.
My god. And then a 17 to hit on the second one. What a
The
nice
17 will hit.
Oh, thank God. 3d10 plus 6. That's fun. Oh, tragic dice. 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
There's nothing tragic about that.
Could have been more.
True.
It's a 4th
That's-
level spell. I should be rocking this thing's world right now.
I would say it's collector's item value has jumped from good. It's skipped fair, and it's now at bad
Four.
condition.
Or
We're
I want to
talking about this
backhand it and then
statue.
roar in its face.
So, and it's now Vishnupal's turn.
I'm going to kind of look askance at Karina for having pulled me back, and this thing opens the door anyway, as if like hello. And then I'm going to just simply, flick my hands, and long green claws will come out, dripping acid. Now closed for combat with this thing, and see if I can hit it.
Great.
ooh, it's druid on druid action.
All right, so let's see. Did I hit or not? I think I got a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. All right. Dirty 20 for 10 points of acid damage.
Okay. It's not looking good, but it's still being held together by whatever magic put it together. So it's, it's still coming at you guys, and it's now Snacks's turn. Even though you've been grabbed and brought in, you could still whip around, and
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
close enough to get it.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
mean,
grappling. I'm not grappling her against her will. Like if
Mhm.
if she wriggles to get loose, I'm gonna drop her.
Yeah, I assume that I just like plant the back feet against your chest and jump off.
Mhm.
And I'll say, and
Turning around every now and then it says to do something in peace, but it doesn't matter because first violence.
and I take a run at it. And actually, I take 2 steps towards the construct and I stop. And I turn around and I look directly at Leaf and I look at Thanato and I drop my axe. I run towards Thanato. I run up his chest, reach into my pockets, and I put 2 piles of mud on your head in the shape of horns. And I point at Leaf and
Damn.
go, there. At the very beginning on the beach, you said that I had to put horns on him. It was a bet. You didn't tell me how long it would take to do it. It's been like 5 episodes. Boom.
Leaf there's this nod on Leaf's face, just like that is the marking of a true master. Just kind of like nodding to Snacks as they have done this, just like, well done, little kobold.
The horns are now on. Boom! I won the bet.
You do know
How
there's like
much-
a giant monstrosity construct trying to kill us all now, correct?
I have been waiting for the perfect moment for this, and it's now. Jason, how much of my turn was that?
All of it.
I would assume. I would assume.
And it's the
No.
monster's turn next.
Yeah, especially since I like dropped the axe to do this. Like it absolutely was my everything.
You also drop rage because you did not attack or get attacked since your last turn.
Oh, absolutely, because I put those on you and now like, the foam is drying on my face and instead I'm just holding your face like
It looks good on you.
I have several additional questions, but perhaps when we're not in mortal peril.
Oh, I forgot. Right.
And for whatever it's worth, I would have done my best to interpose myself between the majority of the group. I know that Vishnupal is also like up here in melee with me, but when we're picking targets, please do not go around the ape
Right.
for the little
yeah.
ones in the back.
Well,
I'm good. I've been waiting 4 or 5 games to do that.
Yo, respect.
I'm
Karina's
done.
trying not to laugh. She's like, roar.
Where was the mud?
Oh, I've been carrying it.
Where
Oh, you
isn't
had
the
it in your
mud?
bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where
Been
isn't
making
the
sure.
mud?
I've been plotting. I've literally been thinking about this constantly.
Because you all sort of ran through the door and in sort of a quick fashion while Karina was holding it. Unfortunately, Karina was is the closest thing for the statue to attack.
Unfortunately, sir, let's go.
Okay, all right. All right.
Do you know how much I have been hit today in D&D? Let's go.
I do.
This is my whole life.
It's true.
We played
You've
another
te-
game together earlier.
You've tanked a
completely
lot today.
Yeah.
different universe,
Let's
and
Mhm.
go.
Karina or
Heinous
Bria,
French
rather,
bread.
has not had a good day. So here we go. Does an 18 hit?
Hits. I'm not wearing armor.
Well, yeah.
I'm an
None of
nerd.
this armor nonsense you speak of.
You get hit for 18 points of damage.
I don't care. I want you to know that. I want you to see that I do not care about that amount of damage.
Appreciate that Karina's gone full Fight Club over here.
Let's go.
I
And
want
the
you to hit
second-
it
I
as hard as you
was
can.
peaceful. I opened a door. You chose this.
The second hit hits you for 17 points of damage.
I still don't care. Jason, I still don't care.
Okay.
I shall care for both of us.
I have 122 hit points left.
Oh,
That's
That's
right.
a great
you're a
shape.
shapeshifted druid.
Yeah.
I forgot. You're a shapeshifted druid.
I shake it
Great
off
wild
like,
shape.
okay.
merely a flesh wound.
Yeah.
You shake
Quoting-
it off, I guess.
Let's go.
Quoting Taylor Swift even while you're doing it.
Yeah.
All right, Grath, it is now your turn. There's a
Alright.
very shambling looking statue that you're looking at.
It's looking like it's gonna fall. Grath just kind of aims past hunter's mark on the ankle this time and just unleashes as many arrows, which is 2. And let's see. Oh, cool. 18 plus 9. Does 27 hit?
Yep.
Cool. All right. So that first arrow will do 7 plus 4. Wait.
We got another
15.
fate point back. Thank you, by the way.
Wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.
15 points of damage for the first arrow, and she just immediately fletches another one, and oh, geez.
Well, it
Does a
doesn't-
10 hit?
It doesn't matter because the first one did it in.
Perfect,
So
okay.
You
Yeah.
shoot the arrow at it, it explodes in rubble, and can you make me a dexterity saving throw, Karina?
Especially because they would have the Colossus Slayer as well, so that's all right.
Yeah. Manually rolling a d20 is hard. It always rolls into the little corner and I can't see it.
Mm.
Oh, it's 18. Dirty 20.
Okay, you successfully dodge out of the rubble that's falling from this 30-foot thing,
I just lean.
and it is now a pile of rubble. So you're all inside the first chamber of the palace. And I want to give you once again. I first of all, congratulations on making it in. Second of all, I'm going to show you guys the great the great piece of art that came with what an artist thought the palace should look like. If it were actually this big in the adventure, we'd be in the palace for the next 5 weeks. But I thought at least it'd be cool for people to see this really cool artist rendition.
Oh my gosh.
I would not have entered that palace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh. Now I'd be in here like just going, how?
I was about
No.
to say.
No, this is more Lovecraftian Dr. Seuss than
Yeah,
Miyazaki
yeah.
to me. But yeah.
Okay, the
I
top
will
half
look for
is
what I look
definitely
for. It is
Howl's
kinda
Moving
Howl.
Castle.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I
Graph
was
and I are
thinking.
just in here. Hello, how?
It's
That's
by
not a
Timothy
castle.
Truman,
That's
so
alive.
worth looking at.
Yeah, that thing has like life. Calcifer's in there somewhere.
Hey.
So,
So,
Yeah, that's not natural. I
I
wouldn't
like
go in there.
Hal's got some fragile masculinity issues to work through, though.
so the
Yeah.
map that came with the adventure is
Fact.
much more modest than that. So
Mhm.
it took that long to make it through. So, but we'll see.
So the first chamber, huh?
So you now have a chance to look around, and you find that you are before you is a large, airy room with floor and walls of white veined marble. The lofty ceiling, 40 feet above, which is good because the statue was 30 feet, is also pure white. There are 2 small glass-topped tables, each with 5 comfortable-looking chairs arranged around it. On each table stands a crystal decanter, a bowl of fruit, and 5 crystal glasses. At the far end of the room, a large semicircular alcove and a semicircle of slender pillars form a circular area in the center, which is a fountain. The ceiling of the room does not extend over this area. The jet from the fountain rises into this opening. A fine, unsupported metal spiral staircase winds upward around the fountain to a chamber above.
What was that riddle thing about the fountain?
Do I have to roll history or do I remember?
Let's see. Well, I think that was about a different fountain. That was about a fountain inside the garden.
Yeah, we didn't have any
Weird,
found
anyway.
riddles about this. Yeah.
So yeah. That's what
Okay,
you
never
think.
mind.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit my ritual detect magic because I haven't done it while we're in here. So I don't know if it's gonna resonate everything again.
It resonates all 8 schools of magic, just like you were in the garden.
That's not frustrating.
Any sign that anybody's come through here?
You you I mean it looks pristine other than the rubble everywhere from the statue that you just destroyed. It looked pretty pristine. So it would be hard to tell if there were footprints or anything like that. It's just like a well-cleaned palace. It's possible, but there's no telltale signs.
Y'all already know what I'm about to do. Thaumaturgy.
Booming voice.
Yep. Make my voice 3 times louder. And this time I just say, Julia, orally, we've been sent to bring you home. Your families are very worried about you. And I cut that off like, I hate that so much.
Karina, still as a giant ape, just claps.
That's
I-
fan art.
I look up and I see the mud horns that make Snack so happy, and I do not prestidigitate them off of me
I
yet.
was gonna say.
Not yet.
I worked so hard on them.
Yeah. Any reaction?
Okay. From the right side of the room, in the back, you notice that there is a door, and that is now opening, and two figures come out. They appear to be. One appears to be. Sorry, I'm trying to find. Where are you? You see a halfling and a high elf come out of the door to the right.
We're in it. So when we met the governor, he was an elf, right? The governor Hynock.
No, he was a human.
He's a human. And did we meet any Rathbones? Were they halflings?
Nope, they were both humans.
Okay.
It was a human settlement.
Okay.
So you see a halfling dressed in they both appear to be in like adventurer's garb. It's weird. Like they have the halfling has some sort of armor on underneath his cloak. The high elf looks he's in full plate armor. They do not look like they belong together. And the halfling looks at you and says, "Who are you? How did you get in here?"
Please, we come in peace. We mean you no harm. We're trying to find our way through this palace castle thing.
Karina grabs
well,
a big
you-
hunk
you
of
shouldn't-
stone. Just
You
holding
shouldn't be trying to find your way through here because you're not allowed in here.
We got lost. And then attacked, and we were seeking shelter.
Well,
I
there's
will-
plenty. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I will stride forward to the one who's speaking. Is that the elf or the halfling?
The halfling. The elf is just sitting there looking
Okay.
tough with his full plate armor on.
Well, I'll walk up to him and I will say, in a very convincing tone, "Take us to Julie and Orly."
Not
Of course.
in
Of course, not, I don't have any spell capability,
Right.
but I was attempting to channel my innate suggestion spell.
Okay, where your innate
Right, but
suggestion, or you weren't.
I don't have it. But
Well, you can go ahead and you can give me a persuasion check.
okay, yeah, I'll go with persuasion. A 17.
Not in a million years. We're not letting you to them.
And I'll look confused for a moment.
That
And now
means
I
they're in here.
I would
Yeah.
like to huck
At
the
least if you're-
stone that I grabbed off of the rubble, and send it sailing over their head as a warning shot.
Listen, friends. Obviously, every level of security in this garden has failed, including these marble monstrosities. Give us the children. We are taking them home, or you can die along with all the satyrs and centaurs and everything else that already has.
And at that, we're going to take a very short break.
Yeah.
What happens next?
I really do want to hear what happens to that rock that Karina threw.
Right.
No.
He said that the rock threw. It all happened at the same time. We're going to take a very short break. We'll be back in 10 minutes or less. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
BRB, don't go nowhere.
Yay!
Thank you for watching.
Cool. So can we do like 8 minutes?
Yeah, we can easily do that. I'm good with that.
So Krull is not your average turtle. Turtles are traditionally these dopey monk-like, slow-moving characters, and Krull, I wanted Krull to resemble a snapping turtle. Beaked, sharp spikes on the back of the shell, and the shell has been carved with draconic runes and prayers to Tiamat. And that comes out of his story, which was he was sent by the Turtles to defeat Archon. And Archon bested him, but spared his life as long as he gave his life over to fight for the Dragon Queen, and he accepted. And since then, it's this kind of fear, but he's also a fanatic now. And I think, but yeah, I think a lot of what he does is rooted in fear. You know, I wouldn't say there is a part Renfield to him. And another pop culture reference I would make would be like a Dr. Mindbender. And he's always scheming. He's coming up with, if anyone was a G.I. Joe fan growing up, he was the Cobra scientist who was working to try to figure out how to bring Serpentor back to existence and create this genetic. So, Krull is always searching for some elixir that's going to help Archon fight off Vecna's influence as the necrotic energy of the hand grows up his arm into his body. Krull has commissioned some group of adventurers to bring him back a baby unicorn horn that he's going to grind up into a powder that he's going to feed to Archon somehow and stave off the necrotic energy. He's checking in with the artifact squads to check their progress to see if anyone's found the eye or found some leads on the eye of Vecna or any other sorts of weapons that could help Archon in his quest, Tiamat and the Dragon Armies for their quest. So, very highly intelligent. I mean, he's also super strong. He's got a 20 strength, and he swings this giant two-handed maul that has frost capabilities. And so he's a very fearsome fighter. Always surrounded by the dead, and he wears this white, like a white grease paint over his face, so that he looks like a skeleton. Like you would think he was undead at first glance, but he isn't. It's if that could give him some sort of advantage over an opponent that stumbled upon him. But there's always these zombies and whites and the undead around him. He's always experimenting on the dead.
Spurt, the kobold, briefly serving as the guide to the Mighty Nine, led them down a tunnel of the Underdark, and then, as the Mighty Nine were chit-chattering, kind of went off ahead on his own, and entered a big giant cave that had two fire giants. Now, Spurt is a CR 1/8 monster. Fire giants each are like a CR 9 monster. So he threw his bag of bees at one of them, and it did what you would expect a bag of bees to do. It just plopped down in this little bzzz, no effect whatsoever. And then one of the giants just smushed him. Spurt showed up for 15 minutes actually in an episode that was kind of very straight up to that point. So he was like this humorous interlude, I guess, for lack of a better term. So the fact that he was humorous, the fact that he wasn't live there for very long, so you only got to enjoy him for a brief period of time, I think that won a lot of people over. And then Chris Dupuis, one of the people who works on the creative side of Idle Champions, said, hey, this little guy, he's something. We can make something out of this. Do you mind if we take that ball and run with it? And then they made it. And then they had their little gifts that they did showing Spurt being smashed with the big hammer. And it's like, yes. Why do they fall in love with Spurt so much? Because he tries. Life has dealt him a cruel hand. He is a kobold who has never seen the light, and life down in the Underdark is a horror show for the most part. Yet, he's managed to live 11 days and done pretty well for himself in that time. And he seems like an upright little guy. I think the fact that he's small, that he's unabashedly harmless, and that he's got all these fun little toys that can surprise and delight makes him an easy sell. There's just something kind of pathetic and likable about kobolds in general. Because they are on the like absolute weakest spectrum of humanoid life. It's like you can't find a humanoid character really who's any weaker than a kobold. Weaker than a kobold would be a terrible insult.
Working with Idle Champions has been so much fun because it's a different version of Archon. It's like a cartoon coloring book version of Archon, which is really, really fun. So seeing the artwork originally for Little Archon in the game, the way that he walks across the screen with his shield and he breathes fire, and then even the way that Chungo the Manticore comes down at different points. It's so much fun. I mean, you can only dream to have a character of yours then immortalized in that way and playable and unlockable in a video game. The Archon and Idle Champions currently is an earlier version of Archon, so a pre-Hand of Vecna Archon. How did Archon get the Hand of Vecna? Archon was sent out by Tiamat over the course of a decade to go and retrieve artifacts for her. So Tiamat would appear to Archon in dreams, and she would reveal to him the location of a great weapon that could help him, or a great suit of armor. Like the axe that he carries belonged to a general of Asmodeus and was buried inside of this tomb. And so Archon went on this adventure to find that axe of Asmodeus. And so Tiamat would appear to him in dreams, and she did the same to him in terms of this kind of extinction event that was potentially about to happen, where Vecna had teleported huge pieces of land from the Shadowfell and armies and animated this giant long dead titan and was inside of this mile-high structure, juggernaut, going to destroy everything in its path. And so Archon was sent there in order to stop Vecna from destroying the realm. Archon's entire party was killed, except for him. And he wound up using his charisma to become assimilated into another group that shared the same primary objective, which was to kill Vecna and destroy Vecna and stop Vecna from taking over the prime material plane. Now, what this party didn't know was that Archon had a secondary objective, which was to find out what was allowing Vecna to teleport cities and armies from other planes and bring that back. So during that battle, Archon survived, and towards the end realized that the power was coming from Vecna's hand. So when the battle was won, one of the members of this party that Archon joined was going to die. And so in this very vulnerable moment, the friends were gathered around as he was about to pass, and Archon pulled off this move in this very vulnerable moment. He used their vulnerability against them, and in a quiet moment led them to believe that he was sent to destroy the hand. And he had the power to do so in this axe. And when he raised his hand up and whispered a prayer to Tiamat, and everyone looked on, he swung the axe down, chopped his own arm off, replaced it with Vecna's hand, and teleported away. He teleported to Krull, who was waiting for him, who healed him from the battle and opened a door to Avernus, to where Archon went and then had an audience with Tiamat. Tiamat rose this giant tower of obsidian, volcanic rock out of hell, and this 9 layers tower with dragon heads around the top. Archon and Krull then sent for Toragar, and he met them there, and this army formed, this dragon army formed around Archon, who is this champion who had returned with what the dragon cult and the dragon armies believed was the actual cure for Tiamat's imprisonment, that finally someone was going to come along with the power to free her. But Archon needed time to figure out how to use the hand and how to unlock its power. And so he began this series of mental battles with Vecna, where they would meet on this ethereal plane and have these mental face-offs and these mental battles in which Archon would try to understand Vecna's secrets while Vecna would try to gain control over Archon's mind. That's how Archon got the hand, and that's what he's doing with it now, and that's what he's up to when you as the player characters run into him. He is in the middle of this process trying to free Tiamat.
Something is out there. It's massive, dangerous, and untamed. Prepare to bravely face Wildlands. Savage new wilderness gaming terrain by Dwarven Forge. Immerse your players in an epic gaming experience.
Just want to say thank you to our sponsors really quick: World of Chaldea, Sirenscape, Dwarven Forge, and of course Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. And none of this could be possible without GaryCon. So thank you guys for all tuning in today. Now back to the action. So simultaneously, Karina, still in giant ape form, threw a piece of rubble over top of the high elf's head or the halfling's head.
I mean, over the high. It's over both. This is
over both.
We don't have time for your shenanigans.
But at the same time, who was talking to them?
Thanato.
And Vishnupal tried to get them to just
I feel like
give
Karina
up
and
the,
Thanato are
the
doing
kids,
an
and they
intimidation.
said so basically what happens is this. So the rubble goes flying over their heads. The high elf draws his sword. The halfling says, "We'll never lead them to you." And let's roll for initiative, because I don't see anything. Knowing what their motivations are, I just don't see any other way to getting around this.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh. Oh man, my initiative's gonna get better because I'm a monkey.
True.
No, it's
If you-
not.
If you gotta be a monkey, be a gorilla. Let's see.
Ooh, I
Got 5.
A 5, nice. I don't have to move your
You do
marker.
not.
Probably.
Gonna roll
Sir,
my
you do
smoky
not.
boys.
Mm.
Whoa, that was close.
I got
16,
21.
because it went over to 1 and then tipped back my way. Yeah, it was there. It was heading that way. 16 now.
Okay.
I got a 19.
I also got a 19.
Who has the higher dex?
What is your dex?
17.
I got a 21,
Then you're gonna beat me.
and my
hands
dex
down.
is 16. For the
Karina, can you still cast spells in this form or no?
No, I can cast fist, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
Leaf, what did you get? Sorry, what's
You are
that?
muted. You are muted, sir.
18. That would explain why nobody was laughing at my jokes.
Oh no!
I've done that before too. I'm
What
like,
if we
wow,
all just,
none of my
like, know we
jokes are
heard?
landing.
I
What's
thought it was
happening?
clever. I thought it was
Okay. I think we're good. Graph, it is up to you.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, so I guess we're fighting, but before Grath tries to fly arrows at them, she is going to use some thaumaturgy and just intimidate them, or try her best to intimidate those two, just screaming in the scariest voice that she could muster from
Hold
the
on.
Underdark.
Giant ape throwing a rock doesn't trigger an intimidation check.
I mean,
mean, Who knows?
I did a mean too, so it's okay.
And she just like, tell us where they are, or else we will send you into the ground like we have everybody we've passed.
Not gonna happen.
All right, okay, fine. And then she takes out an arrow and just like shoots it right at that guy's at his thigh.
All right. By the way, we had a raid. We want to say hi to Kai Bear. Thanks for raiding us during the break.
Hi.
Hey, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you for the raid.
And for anybody new watching, if you'd like to contribute to the game and help the outcome of our players, you can throw some bits our way. And for every 3,000 bits, the players get a fate point, and they can re-roll any die roll that they choose. Okay, so go ahead and tell me what you got.
Sweet.
And you're shooting at the halfling?
Yeah, and I guess the thaumaturgy, does that count as like action or?
I mean, if is it a bonus action?
It's a
spell?
cantrip. I think it's just.
It's a straight up spell, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an action.
If it's straight up spell, then that was it.
That was it, yeah.
So that's the only
Division
action
Falls
I can't do, like a little. Okay, all right. Well, I guess that.
I mean,
fails.
you
Unless
can
you
do
have
whatever
any-
you have
unless
a
you have a
bonus
bonus-
action.
Do you have a bonus action?
Yes, I do. What is my bonus action again? 2-weapon fighting.
In the strictest technical sense, no. In the strictest technical sense, you could have moved your hunter's mark off of those creatures to one of us, and then still have that spell going.
Okay.
Because hunter's mark doesn't hurt anything. If you want to move your hunter's mark onto one of them.
Yeah, I guess that was it for now. Grath just knocked another arrow and just waits for the next turn.
Okay, it's Vishnupal's turn.
All right. Well, after careful consideration, I think I will go ahead and focus the energies of the garden and the earth and everything around there to soak their will to move, to drain their energy from their very nerve endings so that they are unable to move. So I'll cast a 3rd level hold person on both of them.
Okay,
So it is a 14 wisdom.
Halfling fails for sure, but the high elf does not. So the halfling is frozen in place.
All right. That's my turn. I'm just
Okay.
Good turn.
So, that's good.
This is a very good turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted.
I
I'm sorry, I was finishing my baby food.
That's the
So is
coolest water
anything
ball
in
I've
my
ever
teeth?
seen. I'm so sorry. I just had to say it.
I'm sorry, what?
Your water ball is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It was like glowing green in the light, and I just wanted to talk about it because, yeah, that's how you get superpowers, right there.
How did you get that? That's
Yeah, we'll talk later. I got so many follow-up questions.
Wait, we need to stop the game. Hold up.
It's the essence of my power,
link.
baby food and glowing water. Okay, so I'm going to it seems like everyone is just trying to like implore them to reconsider. So I wipe all of the blood from my face and just kind of like nonchalantly wipe it on a clean wall behind me, like, oh, okay, so and I take out my axe and start walking towards, which one is closer?
Well, they're right next to each other, but the halfling is in front. But
I
you
mean,
could conceivably get to either one.
The
Size-wise.
halfling is held. The you would have seen Vishnupal incapacitated the halfling.
Right.
So,
Right? Wasn't it the halfling that
yep,
failed
the
that?
halfling
Yeah.
is
Excellent. Okay, so as I walk towards them with the axe up, I'm trying to say, oh, come on,
Can't we be friends? Can't we just do this without violence? Can't we just get along?
but as I'm saying that, I'm going into a rage, so my words are just like violence, and I'm going to attack.
Can't we all just get along?
Pray tell, are you attacking?
That is a 24 to hit.
Which one were you attacking?
The frozen halfling, because I go for low hanging fruit.
Yeah, that hits.
I believe that was the 19 on the die, right?
Was it?
Yep.
I rolled a 19.
Oh,
Also,
Dave.
Okay.
Against someone who's
friendship.
First of all,
frozen?
roll me your damage.
Okay, that is 9 points of damage.
Okay. So when you hit the halfling with hacker and you roll that 19, once again, you hit the held halfling. Confetti blasts everywhere from out of who knows where, and in a 5-foot area square, there's just confetti everywhere. It's all over the it's all over the halfling. It's all over the high elf. It's all over you. I think you were the only one. You sort of rushed in there, so it's not over any of your party members this time. And you feel like you gave even more damage this time, and you'll. As this goes on, and maybe when you have a long rest, or maybe you can meet a wizard that can identify for you, you can find out exactly how much extra damage that is. But I'm going to sort of keep that a secret for now. But I will write that down. But you hear a giggle, and boom, confetti, and even more damage has been done.
Nerdy point of order. Hasn't she attuned to it by now? Wouldn't she just know that?
Oh no, this is a sentient, we're learning things along the way.
Okay, respect.
Instead of attunement, we're building a friendship.
Aww.
It hasn't really been enough time just yet, but I mean, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. And if it was a normal axe, I'd probably give you that, but yeah, she'll be learning it soon enough.
And this halfy boy is still frozen.
Still frozen.
If you hitting him didn't bring him out of it.
Oh, no, I guess you're right. That would bring him out of it.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm going to I mean, I assume he's still standing.
He's still standing for now.
Yeah. All right. So I hit him with the ones with the big dramatic confetti pop, and I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
To hit him another time. That's a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Excellent. Then that's going to be 9 points of damage. Wait, no, sorry, 7 points of damage. And I am going to then try to push him over, because he's a halfling. He's like the only thing.
Yeah, so you're gonna use
I would love to try that. I would like to use my shield shove and go athletics with you.
Okay.
So
but now we're going back and forth on this because we think that he might actually still be held.
Is he still frozen?
Right? Is that
Yeah, he gets to try to shake it off on his turn, but for now you are just swinging freely on a paralyzed creature.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
So you can actually you'll automatically knock him over.
Okay, so I do the 2 attacks and hit him, and then I put my tail behind his like ankles, and I put my arm against his chest and do like the hunk to knock him over. But right before, with my long little tongue, I just lick like his cheek, and I go, "It's a party." Knock him over.
And he's and when you knock him over, that just knocks them prone, right? It doesn't do them any extra damage.
Nope, no damage, just prone.
Okay. Yeah, then he's still frozen. Hearing that, you sort of see his eyes.
I imagine he falls like this.
His eyes bulge out. Yeah, exactly. It's like knocking over a halfling-sized action figure or something that's frozen in place, or just a plastic statue. It just goes, and he's down on the marble ground.
And as I stand over him, I just pick up more of the confetti and sprinkle it on his body, and that's my turn.
Missed the spot.
It's a party. Adding it like salt.
Okay, Leaf.
What is this elf doing?
The elf has his sword out and is charging. It's just you guys got the
right. We got
jump.
initiative. His intention is
Initiative.
basically to put that sword in one of my friends. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going.
Or maybe even you.
Maybe even me.
Before we go too far, Snacks, you did or didn't give crit damage on that because you crit on it, or does she crit on a 19? We weren't
crit
clear
on
on
a
that.
19.
Okay,
No,
so
but-
another
extra
thing happens.
damage that goes
Paralyzed, yeah, means
Right.
that a melee attack does crit damage.
Oh,
Right.
phew. Yeah, you know what?
So just
you're
double,
right. That does.
double whatever you did.
We learned
think
that
you did
earlier
9.
today.
We
I forgot to
did
carry the 2.
learn that earlier today.
Yeah. So
Well,
just
relearn.
stop, take the damage I did, run it back, reverse it, and make it worth it.
That is worth
Oh,
Okay.
nice,
Noted.
nice.
it.
Call
The only
back.
thing better than a callback's a callback to a callback. Yep.
Okay.
Now, Leaf, you can go.
Okay,
The halfling's still alive, as far as you can tell, but frozen.
I'm gonna
And
engage.
embarrassed.
I'm gonna engage the elf. So my standard movement speed is 45 feet. So I'm just gonna move up into this guy's face and
Okay.
unleash 2 attacks on him. The first one is going to be a 17.
That will miss. He is wearing full plate armor.
He is serious. The second one's going to miss too. Then can I spend a fate point?
Yes.
Go for it. We just got
For
another one.
sure.
So thank
Do it,
you. We
do it,
got
do it.
2 in
Oh,
the
yeah.
2 in the vault at the
Will
moment.
this let me
Yeah.
re-roll both attacks or just one?
No, just 1.
Okay. I have no idea. 23.
That will hit.
Worth it.
All right. I'm going to spend 1 point of key to do Hand of Harm and channel necromantic energy through that punch. So he is going to take a total of, let's see, 8 plus 8. So 16 points of damage from a single punch. And I'm going to spend another point of key to engage dodge as for my bonus action.
Okay.
So yeah, he gets up there and Leaf kind of again summoning his training from all the negative energy that is in the room, strictly from the violence and the wounds that are being caused. He actually draws upon this external energy and channels it through his fist, and then he's going to slam it into this elf. Bam.
You dent his armor a little bit as he is taken unawares by your monkly powers.
Monkly power.
Thanato, is that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn. Yeah.
Okay, Thanato, it is now your turn.
You just casually walk over towards this downed halflings as my tormented spirits of death spring up around me and attempt to execute this little dude. And that is, that's unfortunate because it's a natural 20, even though I already would have crit on him, but it is a natural 20. I came about it honestly.
It just means you get more spice on it.
That is true.
More
Like
finesse.
just kind of like double clutch, like hop a little bit, and then just like smash the sword down on his head. So that is going to be 3 5s. That's impressive. 30 points of damage.
He's not coming back from that one.
Oh god.
And when I cut his little halfling head off, I will say,
Your friend died for nothing. Give up.
to the elf, and that's it. Yep.
I will continue sprinkling confetti on his body.
Thanato, make me a quick perception check.
Okay. Oh, I have advantage on that. It's me 19.
When you said that and you looked into the high elf's eyes, you saw like a glassy look in his eye. Glazed over look.
His will may not be his own.
R.I.P. halfling who was probably being controlled.
He's free now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it for me.
You were totally like, see, now you're talking like a follower of Thanos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Here's the thing. I could spare the dying on him and save him. Not gonna. That's it for me.
I don't know why, but I don't
Sorry,
see
I
Thanos
glanced at chat for a second and it said, "Poor halfling. Turns out these guys are just running an orphanage for abused children that run away from home."
It's
I
true.
know. I was
No.
sitting here thinking, like, can we have like a one-off where we go to someone's birthday party and just like destroy? Because if anything looks at us sideways, we're like, what?
I'm just saying I've turned this halfling into a quarterling, and that's it for me. Yeah.
That's for sure. But it's now
Quarter
the
and some
high
change.
elf's turn in initiative, And since Thanato is in front of him already, he is going to take a swing at you with his sword. So I can get rid of this halfling's sheet in front of me. I don't need to look at that one anymore.
You're welcome.
Does a 25 would hit, correct?
It would.
Just
on
barely.
Leaf. On Leaf.
Oh, Leaf.
Right.
Yo, you said Thanatos.
But
Leaf.
he has.
I'm sorry. I meant Leaf because they were.
Oh, got it.
He is attacking with disadvantage because I've engaged the dodge.
Oh, he has that's right. He has disadvantage. And 10 would miss. So
10 definitely misses.
He in his mind's eye, he was going to slash at you.
He thought he had me.
In his imagination, he fully hit you for 15 points of damage, but then in reality, he
I have you now. What?
This look of surprise as he looks up and now sees a giant ape coming directly at him because it's now Karina's turn.
I mean, it is important to use your imagination.
Right, it is.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a hit. This feels fine for me. We're fine. This is fine. Multi-attack, please, and thank you. Oh my god, I saw that natural one for a second. Instead is a 28 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Oh,
Right,
I'm so excited for this.
Both. What is the other one? Yeah, and then a 25 to hit.
They both hit. Want to know how much?
I do too. Please,
King
dice.
Kong
Just be
damage.
extra mean.
So excited for this.
Hold for math.
You're going to make confetti.
Points of
look
bludgeoning
like-
damage.
How much?
48.
Yeah. So with the first, how much was the first one?
I rolled them all together, so I don't know.
24.
Hold on, I can. break
24.
apart.
24. Okay. So with the first punch, your giant fist, basically. Have you ever been to a museum and seen those suits of armor where they're very ornate looking, but it shows what happens to a suit of armor after, say, the cannonball was invented? It's just a giant hole.
Yeah.
That's what happens with your first hit. And he's somehow still alive long enough for you to pummel him with your second hit and knock his head completely off of his body.
Oh my god. You know what you
kind of
just
saw
did?
it more as like a leap through Snacks's confetti and then just pounce and double hit and slam down.
Okay.
You
I
know
would
what
like
you
to
just
create a
did?
delicious baby food for my girl Snacks.
Okay, that works.
Thank you.
Then just the armor is completely smushed and some sort of mush is just sort of coming out of the ends.
You just put a hole in the chest and then knock the head off. You just death becomes him.
Yes.
Indeed. This time you guys notice I don't pull my spirits back in because I'm low on spell slots and I can't keep doing this. I'm running up the stairs. The next thing I find, unless it's these kids die, and they might die too. Yeah.
Go.
I've been through too much for these children.
Let me describe that. I mean, you're out of combat now. So if you go to the back of that chamber, the ceiling above this circular area.
Actually, I apologize. I don't mean to interrupt your flavor text. I'm going to go through the door they came out of. That's where I want. They came out of a door. I want to go through that door. But sorry, please continue.
Yeah. So you go through that door and you enter it in, and the floor of this room is decorated with a large circular mosaic depicting various astrological symbols with a large sun in the center. The ceiling is 40 feet above the floor and is dark blue, decorated with tiny gold stars. The walls are white and undecorated except for a huge tapestry hanging on one wall. This shows in a stylized manner a magic user raising up a magnificent garden by the casting of spells, and a beautiful woman looks on adoringly. The furniture in the room consists of 2 simple beds, 2 chests, 6 comfortable-looking chairs, 2 couches, and a wooden table.
I very much slow look at Karina when I see all this star stuff.
Can I power slide in? Check it
I
out.
mean, how How large are you?
I'm huge.
So it's a normal sort of humanoid-sized door. So
How do we feel about Looney Tune rules? I would like to leave a
Oh, like,
Karina
and then getting through?
door. Oh no, it was more of a like just the wall will be the door I need it to be if I just go fast enough.
I would, but because this is a magical palace with a ton of spells on it already and very strong marble, I would say you wouldn't be able to smash through it.
Hey, Thanato, I have an idea. How about we take this tapestry to Karina?
Okay.
You could look through it though. I mean, you could put your
I get
head
low
through.
and I look and I just clap a little bit with my feet.
And then for the rest of you, I'm going to describe the rest of the first room that you just had this combat in, so you can sort of see get a better view of what it looks like. So back towards where the stairs and the fountain are, it actually goes up 80 feet, and the ceiling of the circular area is transparent and 80 feet above the floor. Resting on it, you can see an opaque square shape way ahead at the top of the stairs. The fountain jet rises to about 70 feet, but the spiral staircase stops at about 40 feet, where a short catwalk appears to connect to the floor above. Light enters through the lofty ceiling and also through windows which extend between it and the top of the staircase.
Do I see anything extra with my eagle eyes?
No, because it's just one big open area that goes up 80 feet, and then the area that crosses, it's sort of back behind you that the 40-foot ceiling is covering. So you can't really see anything unless you were to start to go up the stairs.
Okay.
I look over at Snacks and I do like a little toss action and point upward.
Sure. Seems like a great idea.
Sure.
Why not? Mega uppies?
I would like to throw my friend, please.
Okay. So you want to throw her up and then sort of on to the next level? Because it's
You said there
open.
was a gap between the top of the staircase and the catwalk, yeah?
There is. So you could throw her up to that.
Catwalk,
Yeah, I wanna-
yeah.
Yeah, I want to get her up to the catwalk. The catwalk.
As I crawl into your outstretched palm, there's a moment of hesitation where I just go like, maybe bring it down to like a 6, okay? Not the 10, just like a 6.
You hear a slightly disappointed sigh and she nods.
You know what? YOLO. We only live once. Go crazy. And I go into the cannonball form.
That statement is factually inaccurate, but yes, fine.
Cannonball form. Okay, so I would say make me a athletics check to
17 to throw my friend real good.
yeah 17. Okay,
Mhm.
good. So,
Am I rolling what? Survival?
No, you don't have to roll anything because
Yes.
you've been launched up there and you land. She throws you in such a way and in such an arc that you perfectly land just poof, right there at the top on the catwalk, and you can now see the next room that is back above the room that you're in, and so the staircase is linked to the floor of the room by a short catwalk, and the large circular opening in the floor is separated by a low stone parapet. There are 3 marble statues in each of the 2 rows of the room, plus 1 in each of the deep circular alcoves in the far corners. So you see 8 statues. On each of the side walls hang 3 paintings. The statues and paintings on the right are all representatives of a beautiful half-elven woman. On the left depict a handsome male human. On the far wall, directly ahead, hangs a large painting showing the 2 of them together. The floor, walls, and ceiling are plain white.
I land, do one of these, and take a look around, and then I lean over and I'm like, oh, sorry, my dog is stepping on my character sheet. I lean over and I'm like, it's like reading the rainbow up here. It's story time. There's paintings and statues. Oh no, statues. Do they look way too realistic?
Don't try and read any rainbows. Do not go towards the light. Do not go towards the light.
They're marble. Like I said, 4 of them look like this human wizard, probably Preferio, and 4 of them look like a half-elven maiden.
This is the second time I've heard somebody tell a kobold not to go towards the light.
In 1 week, or
No, just like very important. Anyway,
Which is funny because we have sunlight sensitivity. We wouldn't.
This is good life advice.
Yeah.
there are 4 doors though.
Oh, there's like all of these statues and there's really pretty pictures and
There are definitely 4 doors. Do the doors have
on the
handles?
right, 2 doors on the left.
Do the doors have handles?
Mhm.
As I wait for everybody else to come up, I'm going to go over and kind of give a little pat down to one of the doors and see if I can, see any. Actually, suppose I don't know if it's locked.
Yeah, before we go up there, to Grath's point, although you said she can see the tapestry, she can see the star stuff even without getting in there, you say?
Right, yeah, Karina
Or
could,
Karina can? Okay,
could
all right.
fit her head in there and see if you're like, hey, look up there, look over there.
Guillotine door, gack. Okay, perfect.
See it?
Yeah, okay.
Do I notice anything interesting about the star patterns in that this is actually my druid jam?
Right. You notice that the stars are the star patterns are from, in your best guess, 500 years ago.
You see Karina, even in her like giant blue ape form, like reaches back instinctively to like the little holster that she normally keeps her star maps. Then she gets really mad and frustrated that she can't access them, and she slams the ground and cracks the cement. Like, ah! Then walks back over.
I think with polymorph, you can choose to come back to your normal form and then just become something else. Even I don't think it's like a single transition.
Wait, can I go back and forth?
Well, let me double.
Well, hold
let
on
me,
though.
let me,
It's
no,
wild,
no.
was it
Oh,
wild
yeah.
shape or was it no? You polymorph.
Polymorph.
Oh,
It's
polymorph.
polymorph.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I think you can go back and forth at will, as long as the duration of the spell.
Transformation lasts for the. No, it says the transformation lasts for the duration. I think subsequent polymorphs you can keep rotating. Yep,
Okay.
it is a one-way trip. Sorry to play with your emotions like
It's
that.
okay.
Yep.
It's fine being this hunky that can't write down stars.
I see Karina's frustration and I feel bad. So I go around and I start as well as I can do with my short self, I start trying to pop off the tapestries and throwing them over the railing so she can see them.
Well, you're way up there where she threw you. We're still downstairs looking in the room that the halfling and the elf came out of.
Yeah, but she threw me.
Yeah, but you're not where we are.
You're not seeing the tapestry that they're talking about.
Oh, but I went up and there were tapestries.
Oh, but
There's so
we
many
looked into the door and there's like the tapestry. Oh, there's
Yeah.
tapestries upstairs too. Oh,
There's tapestries, statues, and doors upstairs, right?
Yeah, but these ones she's trying to look at are the ones with the star charts and stuff because that's her jam. Those up there where you are just pictures of people, the people that we know made this garden.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to share.
Thank you.
She's not going to be able to come up here and see them. So I'm just popping them off and throwing them over so she can still see them. Wanton destruction. I'm popping the tapestries off and throwing them down.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the rest
Karina
of you
catches it
see
and
these
just waves.
what looks like large. Actually, on the level that you're at, they're paintings. They're not.
Oh,
The tapestries are with the room that they're looking in, and where you are, they're painting. So you start seeing like large paintings just come flying down from the level above.
paintings are way easier to pop off a wall. That works.
Mhm.
Grath calls up to Snacks. Please be careful up there and steer clear of the statues. Whatever you do, do not attack the statues.
Yeah, basically every time they hit the ground and the frames crack, I'm mending. I'm just like very slowly just putting all this back together as Snacks is breaking them all. And just like putting them over to the side.
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of like every now and then Leaf is just kind of pondering the situation, and we'll just kind of inadvertently like slide a little to the left as something goes crashing right next to him. Just kind of moves, kind of like dodging, kind of stepping out of the way.
This one looks expensive.
Boom, smash, 40 feet. Frames are all just splintering and.
No, I'm hitting them with mending.
Okay, mend them as they go.
Yeah, no, I really do try and read. Like, I don't care anything about any of the living things, but there's no reason to be mean to the art. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to share efficiently.
Oh, wait,
Anyway,
we have like
it's
a bunch
all
of
cleaned out up
splattered.
here.
Sorry, we have splattered humanoid, right?
Yeah, you've got splattered halfling.
Can I use the back of one
Well,
of
you
those
got flame
canvases
halfling.
and finger in the human blood and just kind of spell out 500 years and then point up at the stars like old? I just want to explain to the group in the most disgusting way possible. Like, ugh.
After that, I do prestidigitate the blood off the parchment.
Thank
Like,
you.
read it and like, yeah.
I was gonna say if somebody saw that could be perceived as a threat.
So 500 stars?
No, the stars are from a time 500 years ago.
Oh, wait. 500.
And I pat the Nana with it.
I'm trying to keep up, my lady.
What's the significance of that, do you think, everybody?
That this garden has stayed here for far too long, and if we have stayed here for far too long as well.
Yeah, real quick, Jason, the fountain. I was just curious about the fountain. Does it look like it had any moss or mildew or any kind of like obvious signs of the passage of time with water having?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, it looks perfectly
okay, just
brand new and clean and well tended.
There's no other way out of this room that they were in. It's like they were just there chilling in this room.
I mean, you could check.
I would like to.
Okay. Give me a whatever, either perception or investigation, whatever's
It'll
higher.
be perception. Get advantage with that. That is going to be 19.
Okay, you sense that in the southwest corner of the room that there may be something concealed there, possibly a passageway of some sort.
Grath.
And I point at that. I'm like,
there's something along this wall.
This one, what do you think? What, is there a crack or something?
Passageway, I think.
In this wall?
and I show her where I think it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'd like
yeah,
to.
you feel like there's a
Okay.
Can you make me a check as well, Grath?
Yes. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you think there's like a lever or something we press or pull, or and as she's kind of like looking around, geez, I think I got a 12.
You got a 12. You think with him showing you what he saw, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Ooh, geez. Not that great. Let's see, sleight of hand. 15.
Okay, yeah. You feel he shows you exactly where he sees this, what he thinks is this opening or you know, just like a weird depression in the wall, and you push it and the wall actually does move slightly, and you realize that there's a small chamber behind it.
Good.
And it looks like a staircase.
A staircase upwards. I circle back and I'm like,
Snacks. Slight detour down here.
I mean, there are doors.
Yes, but we're downstairs and you're upstairs.
Yeah.
If this leads nowhere, Snacks, we can go up there and check out those doors as well.
Promise?
Promise.
Okay.
All right, someone catch me, and I just jump off.
Gratz
I
just
spend like
like
half a second looking over at Leaf to see like.
Leaf just like Leaf is currently like gazing down at the ground, like his mind is clear to someone else, and he just kind of sticks his hand out and just catches and sets her down and goes.
Leaf is very cool.
I wonder if this place.
Thank
is
you.
on time. Oh, you're welcome.
Wait, hold on. So you jumped off the platform 40 feet down?
Yeah.
And
Oh, if you want me to run it, I can roll an athletics check. If you.
yeah, please, just to make sure.
Sure. Let's see. Where's my athletics? Here it is. Yeah, get that. Roll that one. I rolled a 10.
Ooh. Snacks. He tries to catch you, but
I died.
you take 4 points of damage because it's sort of like a clumsy catch.
That's
You
fair.
jump
That's
from
fair.
40 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. I walk with a limp for a couple minutes. Like I'm brushing it off. I'm fine. It's
Does
fine.
anyone look wounded or bloodied up?
Yeah, I'm at 28 hit points right now. 'cause
Okay.
Snacks is taking a few.
Yeah. I'm constantly wiping the blood off and just like putting it on the walls.
All right. Well, once I see Snacks kind of a little bit of blood in the corner of her mouth as she lands on the ground or bounces off his arms, lands on the ground, I'll reach forward and limb her in a green light as if, a plant, kind of like a nice chlorophyll kind of color, and restore 9 points of healing to you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
And
I still cough blood.
okay. Well, I'll do it again and give you 11 points this time.
Not sure.
Wait, 9 and 11 or 11?
Yeah, 20 points total.
Oh, okay.
And then
Karina points at like a little boo boo on her elbow.
yeah, I'll ignore that. I'll just ignore that. It's just another druid. I know she knows how to take care of herself. But the orc, you won't notice it because he's already green, but he'll get 7 points back.
It's not easy.
He won't notice it because he's green?
Well, you won't notice the magic happening because he's green. So it's a chlorophyll color. Yeah, it's not easy being green, is he?
It's not easy being green. That's great.
All right. How much was that back?
7 points.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Okay.
Karina
So
pretends to have a limp for a
So
little bit.
it is in a legally distinct way. It is difficult being emerald. Yes.
and if I
Karina, are
didn't,
you okay?
I feel did I not describe the room properly that there was a spiral staircase you could have taken
Yeah.
the whole time?
Oh,
I
no.
thought-
Yeah.
We absolutely
You said
heard
there
that.
was like a big
No,
gap.
they just chose to throw her first, and then we went into this other room and found a secret way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a giant ape. I am throwing anyone that will let me.
Honestly, it was a thrower and forgetter situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't forget you. And yes, down the stairs of the hidden passage.
The stairs are going. It's a spiral staircase going upwards,
Okay, up the stairs of the spiral staircase.
but it's in the room that Karina can't fit in.
Oh,
Remember that.
whoops.
Can I make one attempt to bust down the wall? You said I can't, but I would try anyway.
Okay, make an attempt.
Yeah, thanks. You gotta just see.
Yeah.
I don't
but
want to drop
you
this farm. I've got so many hit points to give. Oh my god, the roll is so bad. Oh, 13.
No, you go to smash through the wall,
I'm, like,
and you're
looking for
shocked
subs.
to find that you cannot make your way through it.
I hold my bruised knuckles out towards Mission Paul. All right. And then I just shake it off. And like a bunch of like navy blue fur comes off, and then Karina's just standing under it and like steps off of it. All right.
Karina, are you
That's
okay?
fun.
Quite fearsome,
Oh,
though.
I'm
Was most impressive.
Thank you. I could have punched way more things.
Now you understand why Leaf is such a fan.
You know what? I do get it. I feel like I understood you more. Your restraint is impressive.
That was brilliant, Karina. You helped us so much. I don't know if we could have even gotten through those doors without you, but pushing them open like that, that was
No,
just
those-
brilliant.
that's your leadership. Like you're doing such a good job. Oh, hold on. This is a really nice moment, but storeroom. And then she just turns and sprints through the door she couldn't get through.
While, yeah, this hidden passageway is in that room. I will say, while they're having such a great time supporting themselves, I pick up that halfling's head and bring it with me.
Ew.
Okay.
I would like to dig around on their bodies.
Probably a good idea.
All right.
I'm gonna
I
wear
joined
one of
Karina.
the skins. I'm just gonna like just put it on like a shirt.
No, you're not.
No, I'm sorry. I figured I'd join in. All right.
Okay, so you're looting the bodies. Hold on, let me see.
With gusto.
Is there anything in that flattened Capri Sun of a elf I made? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, actually, in the pocket of the halfling, you find a couple of things.
Ring.
Find a set of silver keys, 4 on a ring, but each of the 4 keys are in the shape of the 4 leaves that you needed to use to get through the teleporter. So they look like a more permanent version of the
leaf ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. You also find a ring that was in the pocket, or I'm sorry, that he was wearing. It wasn't in his pocket. He was actually wearing it.
Almost sneezed my wig off. What does the ring look like?
It's gold with a red jewel, a ruby jewel in it.
Yeah. And I run over to Grath and tug on her pant leg and be like,
yes, Max?
It's so like green, and I can't wear red. It gets too like Christmassy. I think you should wear this. I just feel like you're an Auburn.
And I give you the ring.
What's a Christmas?
Thank you, Snacks. Red looks dashing on you.
It doesn't. And lying does not suit you. Please wear the ring.
Thank you, Snacks. Thank you. I will.
We are kobolds of action. Lies do not become us.
Just like offhandedly, I put the ring on.
Oh, okay.
I just I was thinking about how Snacks caught me in my lie, and I just not thinking, just put it on one of my fingers, and
you put the ring on, and you feel like you could do anything. You feel more protected. You could take any risk, and the ring would make you just a little bit more powerful.
I am so happy I didn't give that to the Nato.
I wouldn't have worn it. I already told you those people were mind controlled.
That's very fair. That's very fair. Also, I found keys. Jingle jangle.
And I give the keys to Leaf, and I look at him expectingly, like,
you know what to do. Come on, jingle jangle.
Even though Leaf was asleep during that whole thing, so he's probably
he's staring at these
the
keys.
last person to recognize what
we've done this game.
Are you expecting?
You know the thing with the keys.
Do I?
Jingle jangle.
When you loot the elf body, his armor is basically destroyed from being useless. But he also has a set of keys, the same set of keys, copy. And you do feel like his sword he has a long sword, and it's exquisitely made, and you feel like it would be foolish to just throw that sword away.
Well, I can't use. Is it a short sword?
The long sword.
I mean, you can. You just don't get your pluses, and you can't do your monk stuff with it.
And then you start asking why. Why? There's a ranger though that, even though she specializes in a bow, would probably benefit from having.
Yep, she can get down with a long sword.
Yeah.
Are you talking about me?
Ask you.
Hello. Hi. By the way, Thanato, what do you make of this ring? And Grath hands the ring to. I'm assuming Karina's still in the room with the stars.
Yeah.
Yes,
you're
I'll take
all
that
in
as a yes.
main room.
Oh, we're all in that room. Oh, okay, I thought it was like a different room. Just kidding.
While she's looking, I'll hit my detect magic to see what this one's resonating.
Or maybe Vishnupal can tell as well.
The sword and the ring are resonating, but of course, when you cast detect magic in this place, just like in the garden, it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
But you feel like the ring and the sword have a little bit of extra schmutz on it.
But I mean, are they resonating everything, or are they resonating different schools of magic?
They're resonating different schools of magic, and I will.
I know it's
tell you
always
what they
weird.
are later,
I was
but
about to
they're
say it's
different.
always weird being put on the spot with that, and I will tell you
I
this:
know.
abjuration is the protection magic. Does the ring resonate?
The ring's abjuration, and
Okay.
the
Well, as long
sword-
as I'm pretty sure it's not going to hurt her, I say.
I think it will keep you safe. I mean, hopefully safer than him.
To be
Thanks.
fair, I found it in his pocket, not on his finger.
No,
He
you did
didn't
find it on
have
his finger.
fingers left.
No, he was
You
wearing
did
it.
find
yeah.
it on his finger, actually.
Oh.
To be fair, everything I said is a lie. Lies do become me. Never mind.
Up the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll join.
So once again, Karina can't make it through those. Can't make it up those stairs.
Oh, she turned off. She turned it off.
She
No,
turned.
she's
Okay.
diminutive
How
again.
did I miss that? I don't know.
That was when we all our love in about what a great job she did. Was after she
Yeah.
dropped that form.
It was very smooth.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, okay, you can make it up the stairs. You're all they're kind of tight. You notice that the chamber is the same size as the couch chamber that Leaf was sleeping in earlier. You're now actually inside one of the turrets. And you make your way up 2 flights, actually, until you are now at the top of the stairs, and there's a door. So I'm assuming go up 2 flights, and now
Yep.
there's a door.
I'll try and open it.
Yeah.
Great.
Stand back.
It opens. You've
Okay.
come
I was
to
getting ready to like.
Yeah. You've now come to an open, flat roof bordered on 3 sides by a 3-foot high crenulated parapet. There are, no, sorry.
What is that?
No,
Crenulated
you're not that. It's not that.
Okay.
You're now
Granulated?
on. You're basically. There is a slender, unsupported, translucent bridge about 4 inches wide.
Is
and
it different than the bridge that we saw over us when Snacks was up there?
totally different because you're in another
Okay.
part of the castle now. And so 30 feet below is the parapet of a roof garden, and 50 feet below is the ground. And so 35 feet away is another turret.
And I just very slowly look at Leaf.
This
Leave
very
it-
much seems your type of thing.
You want me to jump that?
I thought you were gonna walk it, but if you could leap it, yes. Take a rope with you, of course.
I could try leaping it with a rope.
I'm not known for being dexterous.
How many feet is that across?
35 feet.
Yeah, I can make that. Let me just double check though, because
You know, I was just hipped today to a jump calculator.
no kidding.
Yeah, that's here. I'll drop it in.
The benefits.
Oh, boy.
One positive thing about playing D&D 10 hours straight for us.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Things
because y'all
come
did
up.
the Jasper.
All
stuff?
right, let's check it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Fex Labs has a cool jump calculator. Brennan Lee Mulligan hipped us to
All
that
right.
earlier
All right,
today.
all right, let's check it out.
I was going to offer Tiny Paw, but I want to see this. I say
Mhm.
nothing.
Say nothing. Okay.
Oh,
All right. So where's that? Oh, did you post
I
that? in the chat?
dropped it here in our chat. This
Cool.
chat right here.
Brilliant. All right. I'm gonna do this. Thank you. Let's see what we got here.
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh boy, this is not so good for me.
Yeah. Sure.
You said it was 30 feet?
35 feet.
35 feet, yes. So I will not be jumping over that.
No,
Would've been
yeah.
Cool if I could have
only-
stayed a monkey.
Maybe that's why you couldn't.
Hurtful.
Really? Really? Okay. Yeah.
Like this calculator.
I mean, there is a
Oh, I see it.
bridge. It's just only 4 feet wide, or 4
Yeah,
inches
I'll
wide.
take the, I'll
Yeah,
take
that
the
doesn't
bridge. It's
count.
not, yeah, it's not important to jump, but it is cool to know that I can do this. Yeah, thanks for that calculator. I'm gonna save that. That's pretty.
Yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I'll take the bridge. But the thing is, the bridge is only 4 feet wide, so
Inches.
Leaf is gonna take his
Inches.
time.
4 inches.
Leaf is just gonna inches. You said?
Inches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm still not concerned. I'll use my acrobatics and and Leaf will dash across it.
Okay.
I will hold the other end of the
There's
rope
a
because if
door
he
at the
falls,
other
I want to
end
be able
of
to
this
catch him.
bridge. So
Smart.
I didn't catch all
would be
that. Sorry.
dashing across to a door that's closed.
Okay.
I said I'll hold the other end of the rope because if he falls, I want to be able to catch him.
Or cast guidance before he takes off.
Thank you. I was
Yep.
going to say that. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be like do it, then pass
Work.
your friends. Guidance,
Yeah.
good luck.
Okay.
Guidance, good luck.
I stand next to Thanato just in case he does fall. I'll help Thanato with the rope,
I'll take all the help I can get.
of course.
I cheer and be supportive emotionally.
All right. So do you want me to make an acrobatics check here?
Yes.
All right. And then I add a D4 to this. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yeah, here's what happens. So you make it about 3/4 of the way across,
Mm-hmm.
and at that point you slip, but you realize that you immediately feel cradled, and even though you slipped, and if this were in a normal world you would fall to your doom, it immediately uprights you and you walk the rest of the way with no issues.
Okay.
So you're now at that other door.
In that case, Leaf turns and looks at everybody who saw that happen and go, just testing. Gravity does still work ish. And turns towards the door, and I'll attempt to I'll just give the door a once over before I push it or open it or anything.
Okay.
Do
I
see
can't
any-
tell if that weird wobble was like a monk thing he can do or not.
It might have been.
Was that drunken style that he was exhibiting? I
Yeah,
mean, that was a
maybe.
perfect. That was top notch.
I
Most
lean
impressive.
over. I lean over the side and yell down to Leaf.
Landing on your side may be the best way to survive a fall. And from a height of only 10 feet, you could actually fracture your spine and therefore any other bone. It could be deadly. Snacks facts.
That one was dark. I liked
Leaf,
it.
Leaf kind of nods and then over his shoulder just says, I also have slow fall as a monk.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yes, if that door looks like it's okay to throw open, I'll just go
Yeah,
ahead
it opens right up,
and just
and you're
open.
now in another turret.
Is there a place to tie the other end of the rope?
You could tie it to there's now another door on the other end of the turret going seemingly somewhere else. So you could tie it to that door,
The door handle? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that, but I'm gonna keep holding the rope, but I will have it anchored to the other point, and then I'll move back to the doorway and hold it and just wait until everybody makes their way across.
Okay.
I'll go last because there's a very real chance I'm going to fall.
Yeah, I'll make sure I go like right after, after Karina, so I can guidance her so you can get across.
Oh, thank you.
I won't make you guys roll. What happens is anytime one of you possibly slips, you feel the same sensation that Leaf felt. You're righted, and you can walk the rest of the way.
Interesting. It's a friendly bridge.
Oh,
It is.
thank you, Bridge. We like you too.
Oh,
So you're now all in the other turret, and then there's only one other door to go.
All right,
Okay.
let's do it.
Locked.
Let's
So you've come out onto an open, flat area bounded on three sides by a low crenulated parapet. There are two long flower beds here. The right-hand one contains nothing but blooms of a deep red hue. Those in the left-hand bed are all spotless white. The far end of the area is bounded by a structure consisting of a large translucent dome, supported by a 20-foot-high circular wall. A broad stone path between the beds leads to a flight of steps which ascends to a door in the dome. What you also notice is tending to the white flowers, you see a young male and female human, each dressed in bright robes. The woman is petting a small bird perched on her finger, and the couple appear surprised when they see you, but not perturbed, and they rise from tending the flowers, and they say, "Hail, well met."
I ease the head of the halfling behind my back.
Yeah. Yeah, Thanato just holds up and goes, "Hello, nice to
Puppet show at the garden." Yeah. No, I don't say anything.
Julia.
Yes. I'll just say, Julie, Orly, we've been looking for you everywhere.
Wait, how are you? What?
How did you know our names?
Yeah, how did you? Hold on. You two, hold please. Keep petting that bird. Excuse me, sir. What?
Lucky guess. I was trying to get it from, okay, play along.
I mean, to
Oh,
be fair-
absolutely not. I'm rolling an insight check on Vishnu Paul.
You've been side-eyeing him this entire game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
You're like,
keeps giving me
"Wait,
reasons
just
to
check."
continue to do it.
To
What do you
Vishnu
care?
Paul-
What
to-
is
Thanato-
one
Hold
deal?
on, wait a second. Thanato has said their names out loud. He
Thanato
has
has
said
been
them.
screaming these names.
Yeah, I mean,
Yet-
go with the insight. I'm just
the
saying.
confidence with which
theoretically.
he got in front of the rest of our group doing this staggers the mind. 22. What is this boy's deal?
No, he just learned it. You remember that he
Not
just
be
learned
true.
it from you, and from all the
Jason Charles
time
Miller.
Thanato had been yelling it. In fact, it was when
Vibes, all right.
Thanato yelled it,
Mhm.
yelled their names, is when Vishnupal appeared for the first time.
Uh-huh.
When Thanato yelled their names across the whole across the lake, that's when he appeared. So he's heard their names many, many times.
Yeah, and there's no other reason. He seems real keyed in on these two.
No, I would say no.
All right, we're having a
That also-
conversation if this
now, I
goes
was about to
differently
say,
than I
was about
expected
to say,
to.
yeah. Now I have a suspicion, but fine. I
cool.
was with you until that very unconvincing.
All right.
Right.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Cool.
Andy?
I am no longer concerned, I guess.
I'm incredibly charismatic as well, so
Mhm.
very smooth.
Luke's gonna kill us all. We're all gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
It's all set up.
Are you new to the garden? Are you moving into the palace as well? We just got here ourselves.
Well, I have been here for some time.
Oh, well then you probably know more about this garden than we do.
Yes, I think that it is important that that you confer with us. We have some important information. Who wants to convey the import of what we've learned to them? And I'll turn around and face the group and like kind of give a little shrug.
I'm sorry, did you say that you just got here?
We've been here for we've spent one night here.
We
Oh.
remember at the waterfall we'd already deduced that we were losing time being
We are so boned.
yeah.
Well,
Remember the 500 years of the stars?
yeah.
When we exit, who knows how much time has passed?
Also, does it actually become dark here? Because it's been noon the entire time.
Well, we were very tired and we think we slept from before the sun went down, and then when we went, when we woke back up, the sun was still up.
Cool. And let me just say, because I know everyone sees my face right now, I am readying a guiding bolt for the moment he gives me a reason.
Okay.
Just when you thought it was snacks that they had to worry about.
Yeah.
And I haven't used my path to the grave yet, so somebody can still get it. Yeah. Yep. I just like very much like I'm standing there looking at them because I realize, you know, I'm not the charismatic, so I don't say anything.
I mean, Leaf isn't saying anything because he was asleep for half of this, so he's just waiting for somebody else a little more
Wrath,
knowledgeable.
go.
Yeah. Look, Axel has been, I believe, Axel Hynock, if I'm correct.
Yes. Julie.
The governor
Julie
Axel
says,
Hynock.
my father. Yes.
The governor wishes to see you again and speak with you, and they miss you dearly back in the village. We would like you to join us to at least go back and speak with him. And what say you?
We don't want to do that. There's no way. Our families hate us, and you know, his father hates me, and my father hates him, and that's why we left. And this is a paradise on earth for us. Why would we ever want to leave?
Is that Julie speaking?
Yeah, that's Julie.
I will look deep into her eyes and I'll say, "You will come with us now."
There it is.
He's doing that again.
Karina might have been right.
But are you casting something?
No.
She takes a couple of steps back, and the bird that she was petting flies off.
No. Okay, look.
Your families have made peace. They paid us nowhere near enough to come in here and find the two of you and bring you home.
I take a step in front of Varishnapal.
Oh my God, nobody's saying the obvious. Lady, you've been here for years. Time is all wonky. It's been like so long out there. Your parents, they're over it. They miss you. You just disappeared. Like,
Years? We've been here for maybe
No.
Korg's garden is
Awesome.
enchanted.
You're not listening to what people are saying. I need you to focus. This place is magical. Duh. It messes with time magic too. And we are telling you the truth. So either you're going to come with us willingly, or we're going to accelerate the negotiations.
You're going to come with us.
You must, Julie.
And I
don't
will
want to.
I will start waving my hands and summoning magic energies about me.
I will give you one do not do whatever you're about to do.
Let's see if they'll go. And I turn to the group, just whispering, let's see if they go willingly first. Let's try to just convince them first. I don't know. Think of something. Let's not resort to violence yet.
Okay, so Leaf is going to say, if you don't come with us, you will never have a chance to say goodbye to your family. Time is passing outside faster than it passes in here. And it's a good chance that not only have things moved on and people have made peace, but they probably deeply miss the ones they love who have journeyed deep within. Whatever is that you left behind, there will be nothing left if you remain in here. You will miss your opportunities to spend any more time with your families or see how far they've come. You meant enough to them that they hired us to risk our lives to come and find you all. Think carefully before you say no to this.
Make me a persuasion check.
I mean, I'm persuaded.
I thought it was pretty
Me too.
good. Yeah.
That was great. Don't do it.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Oh,
They're not gonna like playing B, so good.
I have a +0 to persuasion, so that's my roll, 19.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Good roll.
Wow, that's great. Orly says, your words have moved me, but we don't know how to leave, even if we wanted to. We've made our peace with saying goodbye to our families you say that they have joined forces, but it's just so hard for us to believe. And we went to the Cave of Wishes, and we wished to be safe. And the Cave of Wishes brought us here.
The Cave of Wishes?
Oh yeah, we walked through it. It's really not that great.
That cave that tried to kill us with sound or something.
Yeah, my wish didn't really work.
Yeah.
Why would we ever want to go back?
Look. We would not be here if it weren't for your families making peace with each other. You need to trust us on this. We have gone through the opposite of paradise to get here. You must believe us. We have no choice but to take you two out of here. And I would much, much prefer it if we did it peacefully as opposed to the other methods we had to do to get here.
Can I ask you a question, Julie and Orly?
Okay.
Did you feel like you had to come here because your parents did not approve of your relationship?
Of course.
Well, now they do. You get to live happily ever after. Let's go.
Even if we wanted to leave, how could we go back?
Well, I tell you how we won't figure it out standing here talking in circles. Also, you said you've only been here a day. How do you know you can't leave?
We just assumed that we can't.
That's not a thing a person assumes.
Vishnupal, stop.
Yeah.
Last warning.
What is he doing?
You have Arcana or something, or religion?
He's meditating.
I would love to do something about what I'm seeing right now.
I will say that we've come to this higher level. We've only had a day to explore this palace, but there is a sacred place just beyond, and Julie motions to the staircase above leading into that dome, and it scared me, but if that might be a way out.
The dome.
Well,
Other than that, we don't know how to leave the garden.
That one over there?
Yeah, we have someone that like can sniff out portals.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. And Grath just kneels down and places her hands around her. And I'd like to detect portals.
While all of this is happening, Karina in Druidic just says to Vishnupal, last warning, call off the spell or I'm going to, I will end you. That's it. It's just in Druidic and I'm saying it now. Do you stop or don't you?
Oh boy. PvP.
I have to lose my spell for this? Okay.
Portal searching.
You don't lose your spell if you don't trigger the
Okay,
spell.
all right,
You can
okay.
get
As
rid
long
Trying
as
to
I don't
concentrate, you two. Please, no fighting yet.
Okay, then I'll let the energy die down.
Ooh, she shakes off the guiding bolt that she was ready to stick directly up your butt.
You don't detect any portals in that room, Grath. The only portal you detect is the portal that you took to get to the palace area. Back down at the bottom, with where you use the sundial to transport you into here.
This is strange. That's not emitting any sort of a portal energy, yet they're pointing in that direction in a possible way to get out. I don't understand.
Maybe we have to activate a portal.
Maybe. Good
I
point.
just say, fine, I'll go take a look. But there is always the hard way out.
And I do hold up the halfling head and just throw it off the bridge.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then I go ahead towards this dome
Amazing.
thing.
Where do you throw it?
Oh, that was a prop. That was a prop.
Over the bridge we came over, like back that way, the 50-foot drop. Is it gonna bobble up and down? If his head stays there indefinitely, I'm fine with it. I'm super fine with it.
It doesn't fall. So what happens is you throw it over where the bridge was, and it just sort of it slowly stops, and it doesn't bobble, but it just sort of it's resting sort of in midair.
I look
Can
at
I
that and
insight check?
I'm like, that shouldn't make me so happy.
and I do walk towards the dome.
Can I insight check
Leaf
Julie and
just
Orly
goes,
to see if they recognized that head at all, or if they had any like particularly like, oh, that's
They
Gregory.
don't, from where they're standing, they don't see where the head landed. So
I was
he
about-
threw
I
it
was
the
about-
other
I
way.
was about to say anything other than horror should be
All right, well then I'm just gonna say, well, let's go up the stairs. Julie, Orly, you want to lead the way?
Orly says, that room scared her, but you're welcome to go. We will not go, but we'll stay here.
That
Why?
scared you?
No offense, lady, but we have been looking for you for a really long time. We're not letting you out of our sight.
Probably a lot longer than we think.
Yeah.
Please, let's waste no more time, you two. Join us. We will guard you. We'll keep you safe. You don't even have to go in there yet until we figured it out. But please join us.
We'll let you figure it out first, and we'll stay with you. But we're not going to fight.
Yeah. We
Fine.
As long as you come with, there will be no fight.
Right.
Okay, but you guys go in first.
This is Saving Private Ryan. Like we showed up, we found Private Ryan. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. And after everything we've been through, we're ready to blow up this town. Like,
All right, let's make some sock bombs.
right.
Stickies.
Okay.
Sticky bombs, yeah.
Okay, so right, there's the staircase above into the dome, and there's a door there. So
All right, let's go.
Yeah, I'll go in. I'll go in first. I don't mind.
okay, Thanato, the room you have entered is the inside of a hemispherical dome. The dome and the floor are perfectly transparent from the inside, and the view of the garden from here is superb. In the center of the floor is a white stone slab, approximately 10 feet on a side and 3 feet high. On top of this lie a pair of life-size statues of a man and a half-elven woman as if asleep. Around the sides of the slab, in letters of gold, is a poem.
I'll ease my sickle out.
Is it
So
in
I
a
have
language
it
I
in
can
hand.
read?
It is. It says, O stranger, whom fate hath brought nigh, leave those within in peace to lie. If thou wouldst deign grant our request, then fate will move at thy behest. This gift from the contented dead, we swear to grant by heart and head.
Oh, should we go back and get that head?
Well, if there's one thing I know, it's about contented dead.
I call to the others, and I'm like,
Yes, there's a poem or a riddle.
but I look up and I'm like,
Preferio, we have no desire to further disrupt your rest or that of your lady love. We simply wish to return these children home and depart ourselves.
Who do you say that to?
I just kind of say it out loud, but I do want to investigate the heart and head of the statues. I don't harm them. I don't even touch them. I just
Okay. Yeah, what you notice, actually give me an investigation check.
would perception work? 'Cause I'm better at that, but I can give you
Perception
investigation.
would work.
Okay.
I'll cast guidance.
There you go. Hey, that's actually gonna make it kind of chunky. That's good. Let's see. Hey, 25.
Great. You notice that and actually I have a photo for you, though it won't really make, or rather not a photo, but a picture, but just so you can sort of see the
Kill all humans.
Yeah, what's going on.
Right.
Thank you for the fate point. We got another
Thank
Yes,
you.
3 fate points.
Thank
I think we
you.
can show the tomb graphic,
Ooh.
and that's sort of what you see when you go
With
in.
my cargo shorts and my 2 pistols.
Are Are those pistols? I don't know.
Yeah.
A battle
imagery.
droid
What
The
you notice
vision.
with your
locked
25
into my brain
perception
now.
is that,
25.
yeah, with 25 perception. So the woman is holding both of her hands over her heart, and you notice ever so slightly that there's a worn area there, as if maybe that's where someone put their hand. And then you notice on they're lying side by side. On his head, there's a slight worn area there, as if someone put their hand there.
The kids are in the room with us now, right?
They're right out. As far as I
I'm
know,
like-
they're still right outside.
I'm like,
Come in here. I think I might have figured it out.
do they come in?
They come in. Sort of very hesitantly, they're standing right at the door.
I stand at the head of the two bodies, and I put one hand over her hand and one hand over his head, and I do just say,
We leave you in peace if you will let us go.
You hear inside of your head, Thanato, you are now granted one wish.
Oh shit.
Wish for more wishes.
Nathan, not all.
Wish for more wishes.
Wish for more wishes. That's
Pretty sure it
perfect.
doesn't work that way.
Well, we didn't hear that, right? Did we hear that?
no.
I don't think we know. We didn't hear it.
No.
We just okay.
I mean, that was honestly a Vivka comment.
I wish that all of us would be returned safely to the place and time from whence we departed.
Why are you wishing?
You are now outside of the cave where you were originally taken. It's nighttime.
Oh.
Karina, you look up and you notice that the stars are back in the right time from when you left. Julie and Orly are with you. And you can now make your way safely back.
Grath
I-
notices Karina looking up the sky and asks, "How much time has passed? How are we doing on that? Please tell me."
We're okay.
I'm sorry you lost your garden.
And I'm very much saying that to Karina, not them.
Am I there or not?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
Vishnu Paul is not there. What you see is a Rakshasa.
Fucking demon of the abyss.
Hopefully I have my smoking jacket back in my
like looking around.
Pipe.
my nice calabash pipe.
I extend the hand just to shake his like backward messed up hand.
You're welcome.
Yes, I thank you. And indeed, I owe you my gratitude, for I was trapped in that garden for some time. I do not know how long, but you have
Give us
freed
something.
me. And for that, you have my eternal thanks.
Yes. We like stuff. I don't care about your thanks. Stuff. Stuff.
And I'll wave my hand and blur the entire place and disappear.
Oh, I wanted
He,
to pet him first.
he owes us a solid. I'm sure we'll see him again.
If Thanato, you would know and explain to the rest of the, or actually no, Grath, you would know that he just plane shifted.
He just swapped planes is all. I guess his time with us is done. I wish I could have said goodbye.
Yeah.
If I ever see him again, I'm gonna kick him and take his jacket.
Smells a little weird after he plane shifts.
It's a really nice jacket.
It's very sulfury. It's fine. Let us see if our ride is still parked somewhere around here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nellie Moonlash, I think. Hopefully she can't have gone far.
Oh yeah. Nelly, let's see.
Oh, wait. I checked. Do I still have hacker?
Oh, you do. You still have hacker. You still have all the things that you had.
Okay.
All of you do.
Don't
Okay.
worry about the
Do I still have the little dog, like the dogwood blossom or whatever it was
Mhm.
that I tucked behind my ear?
Yeah.
She very like surreptitiously like tucks it into a pocket, make sure it doesn't get lost.
Grath takes out the leaves that are like the extra leaves she had and like gives some to Snacks and Karina, and I guess Leaf offers them to Leaf and Thanato as well. But you know, a little memento.
You see Nellie Moonlash's. I think you guys all came out on ponies, right? And she led
Well,
the way.
I thought she brought us in a
Whichever car.
wagon. Yeah, like a cart wagon type thing.
Oh, you muted out.
I believe literally. Yeah, I think we had a cart. Like it was like a wagon type
Yeah,
deal.
it's
we were in.
been 5 weeks or something. Yeah, so you
I has to go back to the time from when
right? No. I'm saying it's
Yeah.
been 5
Horses?
weeks in my brain on how you guys got
yeah,
there.
right.
So
Got
it hasn't been.
Right.
That's what I was gonna say was that you now see Nellie Moonlash. She hasn't left yet from when she dropped you off, so she's just as surprised to see. Like, I thought you went in the cave.
Karina just gestures to 2 more people that weren't there before.
Thinking has all kinds of dangers involved.
Were they in the cave?
We're very good at what we do when we charge by the minute. Please take us back to town.
Yes.
Also, our minutes, not your minutes.
Yeah, there was a few extra back there, so we'll add
All
that.
right. Well, they said you were good. Let's go.
Yeah.
You all get into you all get in the as soon as you get in the cart, everything that's happened in the garden, and this has also happened to Julian Orley. It feels like a dream. Like you start to think back of the things that happened, and everything just seems like, did this even really happen? It did, but the longer, like with every turn of the wheel of the cart, it starts to become more and more like a dream of what happened. But it makes you a little bit anxious, Snacks, and you look and you still have Hacker, and like Wrath, you still have the ring, and you still have the items that you took from there, but your memory just really starts to fade at exactly what happened. And you notice that Julian Orley too, if you start to make conversation with them or that they're more happy that their parents have ended their feud. The fact that they've been gone for 2 years is something that they're going to have to deal with, but their desire for living in the garden has passed.
As we're like kind of going, if Karina clocks that we're starting to forget, I'm gonna reach up and like look over at Thanato and ask, like, can I have some of the mud from your horn, please, quickly? And I want to take it, and I pull an acorn that I like took a long time ago, and I want to start to sprout it, and then I want to put it in Julie's hand, and just like lock eyes with her and say, "You don't have to forget." And then just spend the rest of the time like trying to sprout this like little acorn seedling so they can have a little bit of the garden with them.
That's great, and they look really happy. Eric, I think you're muted.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
No.
Okay.
I was saying, oh.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
So yeah, you go back to the. I know it's a little bit past 8. So you go back to the village, and it's an overwhelming feeling of relief, to the families, of confusion, because Julian Orley still have been gone for 2 years to the village, but to them, they've only been gone a night.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that the wish couldn't fix.
Yes, that means we would have been gone for 2 years or more as well.
Mm.
So you're back the same evening that you left, and we'll start next week finishing up that, and just let's take. I just want to quickly say thank you to. Boy, we have so many great contributors tonight. Thanks to everybody who played. And really quick, I'm going to read off a bunch of names here really quick. Thank you to Kai Bear, who gifted 10 subs. Bims DK gifted 5 subs. Catch 23 5 subs. Tranigan 334 gifted 2 subs. Thanks to Calicious, Monty 3, Dark Shadow, Rogan, GM for Life, not whiskey, Nat Wesky. Oh God, I'm screwing it up. Someone else get that one.
Nate Wiskips me.
Oh, see, there it is.
Ooh, he was ready.
Ruin
Luke
Randy,
stays ready.
Prince Door, and then to all of our cheerers, thanks to Deadheart 84, 3800 bits, Eric Jackson 1900 bits, Allura 21 1900 bits. Nat, say it again.
Oh, I can't say that twice now. Nate Wiskips. Witness Kips me.
Yeah, 1100. Rogan, KPOPF24.
K-pop fan mom.
Wraith Faye, 54 Aqua Snakes on a plane. Flyceratops, Tranigan 334, and Belarus. And thank you for the raids from Most Facturini.
Most
Facinerous and Kai Bear. And thank you to Luke for guesting for us for the last.
And thank you for not killing me outright, even though I was shady.
Yeah,
no one wanted to fight a Rakshasa.
You know,
I was in there like, hey, buddy, are we okay with PvP? What are you doing? I'll shoot you. Are we good?
I'm giving you a lot of
Rakshasa now
chances. At
owes you
this
a
point, you're
favor.
asking for it.
I was just trying to get out of there, man. That's it.
Hook me up with his tailor. What's up?
I know.
By the way,
I gotta buy a smoking jacket now.
Hey,
Thing's sharp.
I based a lot of the adventure we've done for the last 4 or 5 weeks on this, which is UK1 Beyond the Crystal Cave. And what we're going to do in general on this show is sort of pay tribute to a lot of the classic adventures that came out in the 70s and 80s. Playing in 5th edition rules, but I'm modifying the adventures for that. So we will get into the next adventure we're going to get into was written by Gary Gygax. So what a better way for tribute on this channel, which is a tribute to him to play through some of those classic adventures that he wrote.
Yeah.
And will you see Vishnupal again?
Yeah. You now he owes you a favor. So
you will not. Goodbye.
No, you probably won't. You'll never know.
True.
And the way that we chose to make Vishnupal a druid in this adventure is the bark burrs that you battled that turn people into bark. It was a special monster created just for this adventure, and you roll a percentile die once you're fully turned into bark, and most of the time you're turned into a tree, which you saw 19 of those. Sometimes you're turned into a badger, sometimes you're turned into a giant weasel, sometimes you're turned into a treant,
weasel.
And very, very rarely you're turned into a druid, a human druid. So no matter what you were, you battled the bark burr and failed, you're turned into these things. It's just sort of part of the magic of that.
I am so upset that I defeated the bark burr. I could have been a giant weasel.
You could have been a
That's
giant.
it. We're turning this card around. We're going back in there.
Here's the thing. I want to go
weasel
to the Nine Hells so badly because I do feel like Vishnupal is a chill hang as a Rakshasa, and I just want a hangout episode of let's get lit in the Nine Hells. Woo!
This episode ending like everyone's everything's resolved and Vishnupal goes back to the Nine Hells and everything's great, and then the camera pans over where you see this family of giant otters just plotting
through time,
sharpening their blades and looking at each other from across the room, just waiting.
There's just a single shot of the floating head, and it winks.
Oh yeah. Freddie, the eyes just shoot open suddenly.
Very Deadpool. We love it.
I will just say, as we're leaving to leave,
Well, you got a long nap. You must be rested now. What was up with all the yawning?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
happening?
I stayed up late
Doing what?
meditating. What did you think I do? I'm a monk.
Insight check.
You don't have to bother. I'll tell you, he's telling the truth.
Oh,
He's literally like, that's what I feel.
He just looks at everybody and goes,
nerd.
"You're all very strange people." And
Like
excuse
kick
me,
dusted.
Leaf.
Hmm?
There's
Oh,
a-
right. Yes.
There is a long walk to get over there, and I believe you owe me something.
I pick snacks up and put snacks on my shoulders.
Who run Bartertown now? This was worth it. It would have been terrible if it was the other way and I would have had to carry you. This
And
way.
and just like a scene in Avatar, he just goes, "Ha!" And then he just with snacks up on his shoulders, just goes using his monk speed, just charges off like a mount.
I picture Snacks like literally like you're holding on to her little ankles, but she's just like you're just running.
Yep.
Before we go, I want to give a huge shout out again to our sponsors, World of Chaldea, Dwarven Forge, Sirenscape, and Idle Champions, and of course Gary Con. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back next week. And if there's any questions that you guys have, I will say this: because we were running out of time, the adventure actually wanted each person to wish a different thing, so that you would all combine your wishes. Like one person needed to wish for Julie and Orly to go home. Another person needed to wish that nothing was killed in the garden.
Oh no!
No one would have wished for that.
Everything.
No, I
wouldn't have gotten that right.
I would
And
have wished.
Karina would have stayed.
I would have wished a mother grabber would, and we live in the garden now. Yeah, exactly.
Everything in the garden died.
Yep.
Garden of death.
Garden.
The garden is nighttime, and I'm in charge of it now.
Mhm.
For purposes of time, I decided that one wish was
Good
was
call.
enough to
Good
cancel
call.
it.
One wish to rule them all.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, because we'd have been in the garden for a minute. Yep.
Yep.
Luckily, no pixies came, or no sprites came out,
Or leprechauns.
or
Joined
goats,
us.
you
I
know.
will miss the leprechaun voice though. I love that. That was really
Well,
good.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's other leprechauns that will.
I vowed to kill them all.
Luke, you have cursed us.
I know.
They live
Return
in the,
of the leprechaun.
Oh, great.
They live in the spirit of Hacker the Axe. So
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
they're pretty close.
True.
All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching, and we'll all be back next week. Really quick, everyone, tell the viewers where they can find you. We'll go in backwards, reverse, alphabetical order.
We're not gonna flip it and reverse it.
Yeah, we'll start with Vivka.
Hey, how are you doing? I am Vivid Vivka. Vivid is a descriptor. My name is Vivka. You can find me mostly on Twitter and TikTok because that's where I hang out. Same name, Vivid Vivka. Come hang out, talk with me about stuff. That's basically it.
Eric.
My name is Eric. The E is a descriptor. And you can find me at 16-bit Eric on all the social medias. And on Mondays, I'm over at Q Times with the Stream Punks running Clear Skies, our Star Trek Adventures live play.
Rated E for everyone.
Yo.
Just like these hands.
B Dave.
Yeah. Hey, B. Dave Walters. I have hands. Rated E for everyone. You can find me all over the internet, wherever fine streaming content can be located. Mondays at 11, Idle Champions. Tuesdays at 6. On Demiplane with Heroes of the Plains. But most importantly, Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific on D&D YouTube and Twitch for the Black Dice Society.
So good, y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's high praise. Yep. Really, I just follow a Brie around and concoct new and different ways to be able to spend more time with her. Yeah.
Cool Same. Game. It's an Ouroboros of friendship.
Cool game.
It's true. It's been a long day today. Yeah. Right.
Great. Adriana.
Hey, hi, my name is Adriana Cazador. You can find me online at Adriosa or Adriosa Gaming, pretty much everywhere. On Twitch, it's Adriosa. you can find me here at the GaryCon channel playing some D&D with these awesome nerds. Otherwise, you could find me playing mostly Resident Evil and other video games on my Twitch channel. When I just came back from a wilderness excursion, and on my Instagram and stuff, you could find all the pictures of nature and, cosplay stuff that I do. But yeah, that's
She's a
about
real
it.
life ranger.
Yeah, I guess I'm realizing that the older I get, I've always been a ranger.
Yeah, there's some great pictures of places you've gone.
I haven't
Some
even
epic-
posted.
Pretty epic.
Thank you. I haven't even posted the good ones yet, but I literally just got back. But thank you so much for joining me on the adventures on my Instagram stories and whatnot. But yeah, thank you.
Abria, tell us what's going on with you.
Hi, I'm Maria Iyengar. Follow me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie. On Wednesdays, you can catch me on Into the, I don't know what days are at all, on Into the Motherlands. I joined for season 2. It's amazing. Dave did an excellent job as the lead writer, and come check that out and join in all the shenanigans. This upcoming Friday is the return of Failed Save. We're kicking off season 3 over on Pixel Circus at 6 p.m. Catch me at the last Tuesday of this month on Narrative Telephone on Critical Role's channel, where the delightful cast of Critical Role will absolutely butcher a well-crafted story of mine. And you can catch the previous episode on YouTube now, where I did my best to turn Santa into a drag queen, I think is what happened. And that's fine. That's fine. Other than that, Radiant Black is an awesome comic book that Image releases. And starting in June, there's a 5-issue run. That's a crossover with a game I ran called and wrote called The Unleashed. So if you want to see an RPG that's become a very cool comic book, please check that out. Pre-orders are live now.
Sweet. And Luke, tell us what's going on with you, our guest of honor today.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you. Obviously, thank you for having me on. It's a lot of fun. You can find me at Luke Gygax on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, where you'll see me and my family, my little girls. And sometimes when I'm gaming, I'll post stuff like that as well. And I think the most exciting thing coming up for me would be Founders and Legends, which will be at the end of July. Haven't locked in an exact date, but you may see some of these same faces there playing D&D and celebrating the foundation of our hobby, our game that we all love so much, as well as getting into some digital collectibles and really cool dice with Dimensional Storm dice, which are some optic crystal dice that we're going to sculpt and make digital collectibles with, non-fungible tokens, and gift a set of those dice to people who purchase them. So that should be coming up here in the next 30 days or so.
Nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
And I'm Jason Charles Miller, and you can find me on Twitch 5 days a week. Monday, I have a show called Miller's Music Mondays on my channel. Tuesdays, I host a songwriting show on Idle Champions Codename Games channel. Wednesdays, back on my channel again. Whatever you want Wednesdays. Fridays, I'm on Satine Phoenix's channel for Sirens. And Saturday, I'm right here. And for the Gaxx Pack, which has been super joy of my week for sure. So with that, thank you everyone, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Profiterole.